Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Morning Kickoff with Unbiased Opinion. I am your host, Tony, also known as Low Tone Tony. All right, let's get right into it. So, Carolina won the first NFL game of the 2026 season, but we are not stopping at the scoreboard. We are grading the operation, the execution, and the players who may have changed their roster standing. All right. Carolina beat Arizona 33-30 last night, but the final score is only the beginning of the evaluation. Haynes King completed 21 of 34 passes for 180 yards and 2 touchdowns. He added 39 rushing yards and scored a game-winning touchdown as time expired. His final possession covered 65 yards and 13 plays after Arizona took a 30-27 lead with a minute and 55 seconds remaining. That performance did not win King the backup quarterback job, but it made it impossible for Carolina to treat the rest of the competition like a formality. The Panthers also surrendered 425 total yards, while Arizona's quarterbacks completed 24 of 29 passes for 294 yards and 2 touchdowns. So today we are separating the result from the evidence. Did King create a legitimate quarterback competition? Did Carolina defensive depth expose a real concern? And which non-quarterbacks earn a larger opportunity in the next preseason game? All right. But before we debate that and get into that, we're going to talk about the injury and availability update. So the only injury that was given out post game was safety Lathan Ransom was injured during the second quarter with the eye injury. The Panthers reported that he was cleared to return. So I'm assuming that was pretty much out of precautionary reasons as to why he didn't enter back into the game. But he was cleared to return. So I do expect to see him next week when we do face our next opponent in the preseason. So that's the only injury update at the prior moment. If there's any other post game medical evaluations that maybe come out today or tomorrow, Sunday, when they practice again, then of course we will update it at that time. All right. So Haynes King earned more evaluation, not a preseason coronation. The touchdown was the moment. The way he operated the offense, responded after mistakes, used his mobility, and managed the final possession is the evidence. The real question is whether that evidence was strong enough to change Carolina's quarterback plan. All right. So as you see on the graphic on the screen, he had 21 of 34 passing, which was a 61.8% completion rate. He had a 95.2 passer rating, 180 yards, 2 touchdowns, 39 rushing yards, the walk-off 5-yard touchdown, and of course the final drive that I think he executed nicely, 13 plays for 65 yards. All right. So I will ask the first question, or the first, yeah. The Haynes King force open the QB2 competition. All right. Did he force open the QB2 competition? I know there's some fans out there that definitely loves Haynes King, like Charlie the Gamer. I know I should see him sometime today. Tony, I told you so. I told you so. That he's that dude. I'm gonna tell him just to pump his brakes a little bit. Let's put it in full context. Let's deal. Let's realize what we were dealing with in its totality when we talked about his performance last night. I do believe that it was a good building block, a good starting point. If anybody know me, I was critical of Haynes King coming out of Georgia Tech. Definitely tough as all get out. Definitely can run. He's like a dual threat quarterback who I believe have lesser arm talent that would succeed in the NFL. And so that's just based off my observations while he was at Georgia Tech. But when you are presented with new evidence, you have to present a new evaluation. So that evaluation was things that I was happy to see with Haynes King last night. So talking about how they used him in rollouts, bootlegs, the young man squaring his shoulders up to the line of scrimmage, delivering the ball on target, hitting the receivers, in full stride, made some nice over the middle throws last night as well. So there was definitely some good things that you could look at. You could say, oh, okay, he looks like he has taken the offseason seriously. There was some improvements that I felt like he needed. There was clear evidence that he's working on said improvements. And he went out and he had himself a nice first game in the NFL, albeit whether it's the Hall of Fame game or the first, second, or third preseason game. The point is, the first time he hit the grass in the NFL, he had a nice outing. So can't never take that away from him. Especially the go ahead quarterback draw play with like 2 seconds left on the clock to score the winning touchdown. So salute to Haynes King, my guy. He is the dude for the day, in Panther Nation. So you have to give respect where respect is due. So that's what I'm giving to Haynes King today. But we will see how this competition unfolds. Some people feel like he may be better than Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett had a nice outing yesterday as well. I don't believe he played no more than about 2 series. He did lead a touchdown um um drive yesterday. I think that's when AJ Dillon scored. But Kenny Pickett was 8 of 11 for 62 yards. Both of them averaged about 5.5 yards per pass play. So I mean, with it being the Hall of Fame game, everything was gonna be vanilla. Everything was gonna be generic, pretty much. You wasn't gonna see a whole lot, but it was the opportunity to let these younger guys, try to solidify a roster spot. Guys that are trying to just make the team and hopefully can make it to the practice squad because everybody's not going to make the roster. But good to see them out there competing. Um, you spend all OTAs and mini camps and first couple weeks of training camp. Now you got an opportunity to square up with an opponent and let it fly. So that's what them guys did. I was asked earlier who were the two guys that I was interested in seeing in the Hall of Fame game. So I was asked to pick one offensive and one defensive player. And my offensive player was Jimmy Horn Jr. and my defensive player was Zakee Wheatley. So both of them guys had pretty good games. I believe Jimmy Horn led the teams in receptions. He had 4 receptions for 44 yards. So that's about 11-yard average. He was targeted 17. His longest reception was 17 yards. Zakee Wheatley led the team in tackles yesterday, 8 total tackles, 2 solos. He did have a forced fumble, peanut punch, but the ball was recovered by Arizona, so it doesn't go down officially as a turnover. But he did force the fumble, so I saw good things out of him. Now I didn't get a chance to watch the full game, so full disclosure, I did not watch the full game. I did go back and watch highlights that the Panthers have out there and what ESPN put out there as well. It was like a 15-minute video clip that they put on YouTube, so I did watch that. Um, it was a goal line situation where Arizona had the ball. I wanted to see what kind of penetration that Cam Jackson would get up the middle. He got good penetration, but there's some things that I feel like he definitely could work on when it comes to stacking and shedding the center and shedding his block and making a play. But There's things that these guys are still working on. These guys are still working on, especially the rookies. First time playing in the NFL game. Some of them out there probably, they don't know the playbook like you may want them to, or like they may want themselves to know at this point in time. But it's a learning curve. It's a learning curve. So it's trial by fire. We got to put you out there. We got to see what you can do, what you can't do, what you need to work on, what your strengths are, stuff like that. So this is the time of the season where we see all that. So yeah, there was definitely some encouraging signs. Um, Jimmy Horn had a good return. Oh, and another thing about him that I wanted to see that I saw last night that I mentioned, if anybody was paying attention this week, I said I wanted to see him be able to break tackles, because that was a big knock on him coming out of college, that he really couldn't break tackles. Okay, so I saw him split double team, not double team, but split two defenders. One was both of them was pretty much at his legs. He broke through it, got another extra 5-10 yards. I think, I can't remember exactly, but it was encouraging to see him do that. You know, so you can contribute that to the added weight that he put on in the offseason, bulked up a little bit, for especially the top half. Your legs still skinny as hell. I wish, he would have got some more squats and leg presses and stuff like that, but I'll digress with that. But he did show his ability, made a contested catch on the sidelines. All right. So I mean, Jimmy Horn was doing his thing with the opportunities that was presented to him. Jacine Reed is another one. Um, doing his thing with the opportunities that was presented to him. John Mechie had a nice kickoff return. Like I said, Jimmy Horn had a nice kickoff return last night. So these guys that are in these backup roles, especially at the wide receiver position, these are the guys that have to show that they can do more than just play wide receiver. How valuable can you be to the team? The more valuable you can be to the team, the more you will be able to solidify your spot on the team. So I think those guys, for the first opportunity this year, I believe they did a pretty good job. So yeah, I tip my hats off to them when it comes to that. So I'm gonna drop the link in the chat, so anybody that wants to come up and join the panel and talk about the Panthers 33-30 victory over the Arizona Cardinals in the Hall of Fame game last night is more than welcome to come up. Oh yeah, I saw. I'll get to that comment. So let me just go through the comments real quick. Tebow C Panther 59 said, Good morning, Tebow. I appreciate you for being here as always. Hit that like button for me. Candy Girl 803 never disappoints. Always here showing love. She said, Morning, everyone, with the hand wave. What's up, Candy Girl? What is the delicatessen for today? Are we drinking tea or coffee? What is on the dessert? What is on the pastry table today? Let me know. Holla at me. Shout out to Native Kalu. Said King James, more like King Haynes. So here we go. Hey, I can't. I ain't even gonna hold you today. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna hold you today. Hey, he did what he was supposed to do. I can't even front on him on like that today. I'm not gonna do that. So I'm gonna call it. I call a thing a thing. People said Sheena Quick has been saying that HK may be competing for that QB2. It may be. It leaves open room for speculation or for more talks or what have you. I honestly I was not expecting Haynes King to do what he did last night. So it was a pleasant surprise to me. And anything anybody can do that will help the Panthers this year or later on down the road, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. So I'm all for his development and him getting better as a quarterback, because that only bodes for a better situation for the Panthers later on. So yeah, definitely give him praise this morning. I know he should be feeling like a college kid that just won a playoff game or a bowl game or something like that. Only thing is he ain't got no campus around him where he getting all that love after the game. If y'all know what I mean, y'all know what I mean. But yeah, he can relish in the moment. It was his moment last night. Yeah, definitely. It was definitely his moment last night. DCast said, Tony, hey, what's going on? What's going on, DCast? Thank you for tapping in, my boy. Gerald Sticks Jones, thank you for tapping in, my boy. He said, good morning, Tony, in chat. And what else we got here? Jonte Roses said, good morning, Tony, from Northern Nevada. What's up, Jonte? Appreciate you for tapping in, like always, my guy. You guys make sure y'all hit that like button for me this morning. Do not forget to hit the like button, okay? Quante Lewis said he played good, but I'm not going to get too hype on him. Exactly. You can give a man credit where credit is due. Quante, that's exactly what I'm saying. Give credit where credit is due. But I ain't about to jump out the window and say, oh, he definitely replacing Kenny Pickett now. Now that I'm not gonna do. That this was just the tip of the iceberg. We got 3 more games to go. We'll see. And like I said, Kenny Pickett didn't do anything to lose the position. So we got to keep it real about that as well. He didn't go out and have no horrible game. So it is what here you go. Excuse me for laughing, y'all. I knew he was gonna pop up. I knew
You must have felt it, Tony. You must have
Charlie.
felt it. You felt it, huh? You
Yeah.
felt it, right?
Hey, listen. As I was putting the show together this morning, I said, you know what? Charlie needs to hit the panel today. He needs to come up here and give his boy praise. I know he won't talk about him. So listen, I
Man,
already said whether I see you in the chat or whatever, dude, you need to hit the panel and come holler at me and talk about your boy, man. Go
man.
ahead.
Look,
This,
I
this,
look.
this is your moment. I'm gonna let you have this moment right here.
So, hey man, look, I just hopped in the car, bro. I took my time this
Yeah,
morning. I got up, got dressed, did the hygiene routine, getting ready to, be in front of all these people today, man. But did it with a
yeah.
little extra pride, just knowing that my team, man, we got so much untapped potential. I can't wait to see it in King. I mean, King
Right.
did what I knew he could do, and I'm so glad that he's gonna be able to put that on film for y'all, for people that don't really know and that may not have the
Hmm.
greatest eye test in the world. Like, I saw this guy
Yeah.
at Georgia Tech, and people only see a running QB, and I'm like, man, y'all really can't see like how he can develop and how he can ascend from here. Like, he's just getting started. Even though he's 25, he's older to be a rookie quarterback in the league. But
Well,
these older, experienced rookie quarterbacks are up. So I don't know if you noticed that,
that
but
no,
they
no,
are.
you right. You're right. My so when I look at players and I evaluate them, and this is what I do with the offensive linemen who I scout and watch every single day. I don't evaluate them and look at them as where I believe they can be. I have to look at them exactly where they are. I don't try to speculate the future
Okay.
for
Yeah.
them or anything
Hmm.
like that, because when a scout or agent, reaches out to me and asks me what's my opinion on said player, I don't talk about what I think he'll be once he reached the league or if he gets a league. No, what I see on tape right now, this is what I see. And I do that with
Yeah.
anybody. So, like I said, Haynes King definitely is a running quarterback. He's tough as hell. Only
Hmm.
thing I really
Hmm.
questioned about him was his consistent passing. And he didn't really do it a whole lot at Georgia Tech because they ran predominantly most of the time. But
Right.
there were
Right.
times there were times where he would get the ball downfield. Um, one of the things that I
Yeah.
didn't like about him was he will wait to right when he's getting hit to want to release the ball, so it would look like he don't have no velocity in his arm, and I don't think that
Yeah.
was
Yeah. I know what
really
you're
like the
talking about.
case.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like he
Exactly.
would wait
Exactly.
to
Well,
the
yeah. We
last minute. Yeah,
and then kind of have to throw off his back foot a little bit to kind of soften the blow or to make sure
Right.
he get the throw off. Yeah,
Right.
exactly. Yeah, that
Right.
would happen sometimes. And I mean, going back to Georgia
Yeah.
Tech, they didn't have the greatest team. I don't think they had the greatest scheme either. But that coach realized what he had in Haynes King was like, you know what, I got all these deficiencies on offense, but this guy can kind of make
Yeah.
up for a couple of them. So we
Right.
gonna we gonna run these RPO. We gonna let him be a tough bastard
And
and just get it
and
done.
that's the thing that I was happy to see last night. One was you can tell that he has put in some work in the off season. He has worked on some of the
Oh yeah.
things that he knows that he needs to work on to be an NFL caliber quarterback. Like forget about what I was
Hmm.
taught at Georgia Tech. I'm on another level now, and if I need to stay at this level, this is the things that I need to work on. These are things that I need to get better on. And two, I like the fact that Brad Isaac built some plays around his strengths. When you saw him
Yeah.
rolling out some bootlegs, getting them out on the corners. I like how
Yeah.
Haynes King
Yeah.
was I like how he was squaring up to the line of scrimmage before he released the ball, which
Hmm.
makes you more
Hmm.
accurate when you deliver the ball. So I was happy. I was more than happy with what I saw last night. Did I expect it? I honestly no, but I didn't know what to expect, but I was pleasantly surprised. What's up,
Hey,
Pickle?
what
What's up? What's up, guys?
Pickle, what's goody? What's goody? What's goody?
What's up, man?
Hey, look,
What's
Tony, I
good?
just wanted to say, I just want to say for
Go
the future
ahead.
going forward, anytime I say anything in chat up here on the panel, just go ahead and expect it to happen, man. Just go ahead and expect it, okay? I ain't talking for
Nah,
nothing. You feel me? Just go ahead
nah.
and expect it,
Hey,
okay?
hey, toot your horn and beat your chest. Hey,
Nah,
it's
cause
all
it
love.
ain't me. It ain't me,
Yeah.
bro. It's all King.
Hey.
It's all
Well,
King.
okay. Well, what I will say, you are 1-0 right now, thus far. Now let's not get it twisted. Let's not. Well, you already jumped out the window. I already know you already jumped out the window, but
No,
I ain't
hey,
ready to
no,
jump out the
hey,
window just yet.
it's jumping out the window, determining him as QB2 already. I think he needs one more preseason game, one more very
Well,
positive preseason game showing like this one to be QB2
well,
off
what
rip.
what I would say to that, um, even though he played the majority of the snaps last night, um, Kenny Pickett didn't do anything to lose the QB2 position. Like he didn't go out there and have a horrible game for the
Yeah, he
limited
wasn't
reps.
bad.
I don't remember exactly how many um
And to be honest, I was late too. I didn't see the game from the very beginning. It might
yeah,
actually benefit me to watch the highlights that NFL posted because me
yeah,
and a group of guys that manage this small but growing Facebook group of Panther fans. We hosted this little meetup at spare time. I'm in the
uh-huh.
triad, by the way. I'm in the triad in High Point,
Okay.
North Carolina, High Point, Greensboro, Winston. Yeah, we hosted this little get together at spare time. It was a cool little turnout for a damn preseason game, but that's because niggas wanted to bowl and shit too. But I got there late, so I
Yeah.
missed I missed a lot of what Kenny Pickett did in that first
Yeah,
quarter.
well
But I mean, it was
he
0-0.
was
So
he was 8 of 11 for 62 yards. He did lead one touchdown drive. I believe that's the drive that AJ Dillon scored from like the 1 or 2 yard line, something like that. But like I said, he didn't
mhm.
throw no interceptions. He didn't throw no TDs as well. He was sacked one time. Um, Passer rating was 86.2. Haynes King was 95.2. So like I said, he didn't do anything with the opportunities that he had to lose the QB2 position. But I think what it will do with the performance that Haynes King had, I think you can make an argument that the competition for the QB2 position may be a little bit more open
Oh yeah,
than
oh yeah,
than
it's
people
full
thought. So
blast. It's
yeah,
full
I will
blast,
give
Tom.
him that. But I'm not ready to
Mhm.
say he had just taken over Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett. Yeah.
And look, he
No,
in,
What's
in
up?
my book. Oh, my fault, Pickle. My fault.
No, you
No, I'm gonna
didn't.
say what's up, Nick Tri-State? What's going
Good
on?
morning, gentlemen. Good morning. Hey, I just wanted to get in a few words before I start my work shift. Tony, what's
Well,
up, man? Always good.
go.
Pleasure having me. I appreciate you having me on, bro.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
how about the play
hold
calling?
on, hold on,
Yes, sir. Yes,
hold
sir.
on one time, because Pickle was trying to get in. Go ahead, Pickle.
Oh, yeah. I just wanted to say, I saw King play in college. I liked him. I'm
Yeah.
not a I'm not a Georgia Tech fan, but I did
Turn
watch him
turn
play.
your volume up, Pickle. I can
All
barely
right,
hear you.
all right, maybe that's better. I
All
really
right.
liked him,
You sound good.
uh, quite a bit. Uh,
Yeah.
and I told the boys in my pod, I said maybe we draft him in the 7th round or something, and we got him at UDFA, and that's
Yes.
good. But real quick though, the one thing that I want to say I saw from him that I didn't see from Kenny Pickett, and maybe Kenny didn't play enough to show that, but and yeah, there were competition was a little bit different, but um.
Yeah.
Ha- Haynes, when he approached the line of scrimmage, he made calls at the line of scrimmage. He
He
changed a few
did.
things around. You don't see that from a UDFA.
Man.
There are drafted
Facts.
quarterbacks that you don't see that from. So for him to
Facts.
allow him to
Facts.
do that, even in a
Yeah.
preseason game, it and it's not just us watching y'all. Other NFL teams are making notes. There's NFL coaches right now watching film of this game, writing down who they would
Right.
want if got cut. So let's
Hmm.
be
Right.
fair. If we want to
Yeah.
keep Haynes King and we want to guarantee we can keep him, we might not let him walk. I think if we were now assuming that his other 3 preseason games are close to what we saw yesterday, I,
Right.
I don't think I
Uh-huh.
don't think he'll be available. I think he'll get picked up off waivers. Somebody
Well,
Quickly
somewhere
too.
will put him on their roster.
here's the thing that I think that is playing in his favor right now. For the simple fact, we only have 3 quarterbacks on the roster, right?
Right, exactly.
So if you were to start the season next Sunday, Haynes
Right.
King will automatically be your third quarterback. So he would be your emergency quarterback. He would make the roster. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Well,
So
yeah, but if you have to, that's yeah. But if he's on the practice squad,
mhm.
Yeah, they can get him. They can snatch him up.
no.
But
If
yeah,
he's on the
but
practice
no,
squad,
no,
he
no.
can't.
Hold on.
Well,
No, if he's
but yeah, yeah, yeah.
if
I see
he's
what you're
on
saying.
even hold on, y'all. Even if he's the third quarterback, even if he's on the practice squad, being the third quarterback, you can be added to the 53-man roster. You can be active
Yes.
on game day
Yes.
and don't count as a roster spot unless both
Yeah.
quarterbacks ahead of
Yeah,
you
that's a
get
fact.
injured. Yeah.
Right, right,
So
right.
I don't think right now, I'm not gonna
I
try to get all into that, but just looking at
right,
what I
right,
saw
right,
last
right.
night, well
I
this
was
morning
very
rather, because
impressed.
I didn't watch the game, but
Uh,
just based off what I saw, he he made a good first impression to the Panthers where they don't have to right now look at bringing another quarterback into camp. I'll say
right.
that.
I, I
You know what I'm
I'll
saying?
just say this: if I'm Kenny Pickett, and I'm
Yeah.
not, but if I'm Kenny Pickett, I'm
You might
looking
be a
over my
little
shoulder.
worried.
I'm looking over my shoulder. I
He
am
better be swaying.
because
He better be swaying.
because
Yeah.
yeah, because I mean, but but and if I'm,
The
I
king is
just
here,
say
baby.
if I'm a coach on another team and I need a quarterback,
Yeah.
I I'm writing Haynes King's name on my list, but uh, I
It's
I
all
don't
good.
Now
I don't think he's
we
going
trading for
anywhere.
Kenny Pickett.
Right. I
We
I
trading
really
Kenny
don't
Pickett.
think. Well, I mean, Kenny's got a yeah. They can have Kenny Pickett. I mean,
You
and
feel me? Right.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah, it may be the Jets. I think Kenny would be an upgrade over what the Jets got, but that's might be.
Damn.
But
Okay.
but
But yeah,
I don't think King's going anywhere. Uh, I
Me
really
neither, man.
don't.
okay.
Uh,
All
some
right.
some people that I
Hold on
know.
one.
All right, go ahead.
Hold on 1 second, pickle, because
All right.
I was getting into my morning routine, but I knew this was Charlie the Gamer Day. He popped up earlier than I expected. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, he was the biggest Haynes King fan that I've seen so far. So I knew this day was gonna come. I knew this day was coming. But let me
But look,
read through some of let me read through some of these chats real quick. All right, and I'll get back with y'all. So Candy Girl said, now that's how a QB should play. Exactly, Candy Girl. Definitely was
shout out
he
Candy
definitely
Girl.
played a good game. He definitely played a good game. Teflon Twan said, all hail the king. Cut it out. But thank you for tapping in, my guy. Make sure you hit that like button for me,
Y'all ain't
Gerald.
seen nothing yet for
Hold
real.
on, Charlie. Hold on. Gerald Stick Jones said the offensive play calling execution was great to see. Yes, sir, it was. DCAS said, Tony, did you see Ransom hit? He caught a body. Yeah, he better be glad he didn't catch a flag because that was a helmet to helmet hit, and he should have been ejected. If I'm just keeping it 100 with you, yeah, he needs to learn. Lathan Ransom needs to not put himself in a position to where one, he's going to injure somebody else or himself or get a flag in a critical situation where now you getting somebody automatic first down and you possibly getting thrown out the game. That kind of stuff, has to be talked about, and he needs that corrected. Yeah, that was not a good hit, but in my opinion.
The right
Still
attitude.
Madden said Haynes King QB1. He said Bryce who?
Man, hey, yeah,
Teflon
don't listen
said,
to Still Matter. He an agent of chaos.
That
He a
opinion.
Saints fan, I think.
I think
yeah.
everybody needs to slow the roll
Teflon
down.
Twan said this was the best Hall of Fame game I've ever seen. All right, Twan. Still Madison Haynes Clutch King. Well, I tell you, we need to talk about these wide open drops from wide receivers too. Like I said, I didn't see the whole game, Native. I did see there was a couple overthrown balls. I did see that a lot. But I don't know about how many wide open drops. But yeah, Pickle, Charlie, did y'all watch the full game?
Yes,
Of course, man.
I watched.
Well, I mean, mine
was
is
there
the
a lot
first
of
10
wide
minutes.
open drops?
I wouldn't say a lot, but I remember two. I remember
there
two.
was a couple. The one of them, somebody online was blaming. Well, I you call it a drop. Haynes threw a deep. Well, I don't say deep. He threw a good ball to
James Mitchell.
That James Mitchell. James Mitchell was the best tight end on the field
Man,
yesterday. There's just
man,
no doubt about it.
if that was Jatavion Sanders where Mitchell was in that for that end zone pass, he might have brought that in. That was a pretty good pass.
But
Yeah.
Jimmy Horn was open in the end zone, and
Yeah.
Haynes just overthrew him. But in reality, to be honest, if it was T Mac or even XL
right?
or Coker, they would have jumped up and
Yeah.
caught that pass. But
Okay.
preseason Hall of Fame game, it is what it is. I don't, so. But there wasn't a lot of drops yesterday.
Okay. All right. Like I said, I didn't watch the game in whole, so I can't speak on it. So if you guys did, let me know. Yeah. On the ground with MTM. That's my boy. MTM, where you been? What is happening? He said, good morning, Tony. Good morning, my guy. He's been down with me and CJ since day one, since we were two fans in the stands when we were just getting kicked off. Hey, appreciate you for tapping in, my guy. Make sure you hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to my channel, Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk, do that for me as well, MTM. I'll greatly appreciate that. And let me bring up another friend of mine, Mr. Antagonist himself. 336. What's happening?
Crown the king. We live in
the Crown him right now. Crown him right now, 336.
Crown the king.
Hell yeah.
Here we go.
What's going on, man?
Here we go.
What's going on?
Hey,
what's going on, man? Hold on, game. Hold on. Yeah, what's up, 336? Holler at me.
Ain't that, man? That was a great game last night, especially for what it was. Hall of Fame
Yeah.
preseason game. That was really exciting. It was a lot of back and
Listen,
forth.
I might as well just let Charlie host the show this morning because he can't contain himself.
Yeah,
So
Charlie lit.
let
About
me just get a
Tuesday.
few words in.
Tuesday.
I'm kicking over to Charlie.
All right.
No,
Yeah.
kick it over to Nick. Kick it over to Nick Trostate, man. I'm sure he home to get some shit off too. Is Nick
I
still in
think
here?
Nick left. Nick left. I think
Oh,
he had to
okay.
go to work. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Fuck it. Fuck it. Yeah, I
I
I
just stepped
mean,
in the
apologize
word.
to Nick. I ain't get to him quick
I
enough before he
I
got
I
off.
I I decided that I was taking the day today. I was up to about 1 or 2 o'clock. I
good.
was up to 1 or 2 o'clock running my lip on
Yo,
Twitter, and
I mean,
so
man,
I
Oh,
me
mean,
for
me
Tony.
real?
too, man. God
I mean,
damn.
Tony. If I'm gonna be real with you, though, I'll just decide he looked good for his first start in an actual NFL game. I know it's preseason. I know it's backups, all of
Yeah.
that, but he looked good. He got a good
Yeah.
understanding of the offense, bro. Tight
Mhm.
right.
spirals, like good delivery, on time, on target. For the most part, he did have that
Every
one high pass to Jimmy Horn though. But
Right.
outside of
yeah.
that, bro, he looked good. Looked good to me.
Everything you saying is correct, my friend.
Yeah.
Like I said, I didn't know what to expect. The performance that he put out last night, I did not expect that. So I was pleasantly surprised. Like I mentioned earlier, when Charlie first came on, or before he came on, I was talking about some of the things that I felt like he needed to work on to be an NFL level quarterback, and those some of the things that I saw last
Show.
night. When it came to square his shoulders at the line of scrimmage when he was rolling out, or a bootleg, what I'm saying, hitting receivers in stride. He had some good zip on the ball. He was making good decisions. Now, when it comes to his running, I already knew what to expect when it comes to that. That definitely was no surprise. You know what I'm saying? But
Hey, people got up out their seat, Tone. They got up
yeah,
out
he
their
showed a
seat when he
little
put his
bit.
helmet down.
Can,
He
here
showed
in
a
a
little
minute, can
bit
I ask y'all a
better
question?
arm. Hold on, y'all. He showed a little bit better arm strength than I expected. So yeah, the things that I felt like he need to work on, it looks like he has been working on it this off season, and he needs to continue to work on it and fine tune it and get better and better each week. So yeah,
Mm.
I was definitely happy to see the young man do his thing.
And real
Yeah.
quick, y'all, let me share a fact with Tone that I shared on Ox platform one time because I've been wanting to keep Haynes King low key for the most part until he showed himself. You know what I'm saying? He's been training all off season, and I think a little bit further back with I forget his name, so I hate to not be able to credit him properly, but he's been
Mm-hmm.
training with Patrick Mahomes' QB coach. He's been tutoring him. He's been on his ass the whole offseason, getting that throwing motion right, getting his technique, getting his footwork right, making sure his feet are set and in the proper place whenever he let that ball go. And it's showing. I've
Yeah.
heard some people say his mechanics look suspect, but I don't see that at all. I see a great throwing mechanic and a great throwing motion for the most part. For the most, I mean, there's some little shit here and there he can clean up whenever he gets some pressure. But I mean, the dude looks like an NFL quarterback. That's all. That's all that needs to be said. He looks NFL ready. You know, granted he's going up against a bunch of third stringers, but
Okay,
man, he
I'm
do it
glad
again
you
if I'm
said
smooth.
that. I'm glad you said that. Now like I said, I already know you already done jumped out the window. You are where you are when it comes to your boy Haynes King. But like I
I
said,
promise I'm not crazy,
this
Tom.
this I ain't saying you crazy. I'm just saying this is a good starting point for the young man. I ain't taking nothing away from him whatsoever. Today is
Yeah.
his day. You are the man. You put on a performance that probably a lot of people didn't expect to see for your first game. So, like I said, salute to him. You just wanted to see him continue to build on that, right? This is the
Exactly.
preseason Hall of Fame game, so we had to put it in full context. Who he was facing, you were facing
And who his weapons were.
backups. Yeah, who your
Right.
weapons were, but also who you facing. The defensive calling, everything was vanilla. So,
It's
but
true.
at the end of the day, that all that matters is what you put on tape.
That's a fact.
All that matters is
That's a
what
fact.
you
And,
put on
and, he,
tape.
and, he,
So
and he put a damn
yeah.
game-winning drive on tape, Tone, right away. Quick.
Yes, he did.
Quick.
Yes, he did. That can't do nothing but boost your resume.
Man,
That
I'm
can't do
tuning in right
nothing
now,
but
man.
boost your
And
resume.
and
So
Bryce is
Uncle,
inspired. I'm sorry, Tone. I'm just
huh?
saying Bryce is inspired. I ain't never seen Bryce that lit on the sideline before. You see the way the team
Oh
erupted
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah,
last play.
yeah,
Jesus Christ.
yeah,
Man, gee, man, I'm drinking all
yeah,
the Kool-Aid, man. I need to find,
yeah. I
I need to
see you.
make me some
I
Kool-Aid.
see.
Oh my God, oh my
Hey,
God, boy,
well,
God
Charlie done
damn.
jumped all the way out the window, Charlie, head
Hey
first.
man,
Let's go.
Yeah. That's where he at. 336.
Yeah, I see him.
That's where he
boy,
at. Hey,
Yeah,
we might have to get Charlie one of them special helmets before he bump
yeah.
his damn head too hard.
hey, I gotta calm down. I gotta calm down. I think Pickle said it. Hey, yesterday was the most Friday feeling Thursday like ever. I could have easily not
Yeah,
came to
Yeah.
work,
yeah.
but
I,
nah, fuck
Yeah.
that.
I
So
was
So,
so
so go ahead, Pickle. I'm
so
sorry. Go
yeah,
ahead. Go ahead.
I was just I was so impressed with his command of the offense, changing plays, moving people around, and
Right.
he really I would like to see him against like against a little bit stiffer competition, see how it work
hmm
out for him sometime this
Hmm.
preseason. But I I I there's no way he should win undrafted. I don't I don't believe it. He
Yeah,
but
but
that's how it works.
that's spilled milk on the table right now. I mean,
You're right. You're
like
right.
he's here right now. That's
Right.
all that matters. He's here, and he needs to continue having a game like he had last night, and that undrafted free agent thing won't even
Right.
matter.
Right.
Yeah.
won't
It
even
won't
matter.
even
He's
That's a
got
matter.
three
fact.
more games too.
Yeah,
Right.
he got
Yeah,
three more
yeah, yeah.
games.
He does.
Yep,
You-
got three more games. So
And this is going up.
how many series did Kenny Pickett play last night, Pickle?
Uh, about about 2 or 3.
2 or 3? Okay.
Nah,
All right. So
it
Right.
he
was a
Right.
couple more than that.
He
It was a couple
yeah
more than that. He played 3 quarters of ball.
okay. Kenny
no,
Pickett
no, no.
no
We talking
no
about
no
Kenny
no
Pickett, not Haynes King.
Yeah, Kenny Pickett didn't play
Oh,
3 quarters.
apologies. My bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, you right,
Right.
Pickle. My
Right.
bad.
Hey,
Kenny
this your
was
day,
sacked.
Charlie. This your day.
I'm
Right.
drunk, bro. I'm
Right.
drunk. I'm drunk. I'm drunk, man.
Right. Kenny was sacked. Um, his first series ended in a sack.
Yeah.
His second series, I think his second series, he
That's when
actually went
AJ
down the
Dillon
field.
scored.
Right,
Right.
right. And
Yeah.
AJ Dillon, it's early, and I guess I'm a pour salt on everybody because AJ Dillon looked a lot better than Trevor Chain. He just did.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Well,
I
in
have
the
to
well,
agree,
limited
when
bro.
work he
you
got, he looked better.
yeah, when you 250 pounds and built like Godzilla, you
You
should be
should
able
look
to
better. Right,
part the Red Sea.
right.
Yeah.
I'll just put it out there. I know he was a draft pick, a third round draft pick, but if I'm A-Chain, I'm looking over my shoulder too. Because he didn't do nothing
Mm.
yesterday that told me he still didn't do nothing yesterday. A-Chain did that
Okay.
told me he was a true NFL player. He didn't do anything like that.
Got
He
you.
did in kick
So
return, punt return, running back, nothing.
yeah. Look, so Uncle Gates said not pleased with Lee Hunter at all. So I know I'm talking about Haynes King real quick, but what did y'all see from Lee Hunter last night? Because like I said, I didn't watch the game, but he
Yeah.
seemed Uncle Gates seems like he disappointed in Lee Hunter. What y'all think?
Lee Hunter was okay. To me, now some of the runs that they got away with, especially early in the game, up the middle, a lot of
Right
that
up the
was
middle.
just
Mm-hmm.
I seen him
their
run past Cam
offensive
Jackson a
line.
couple times.
Yeah, their offensive line was just bumping our guys out of the way, and we didn't
hmm
have any linebackers to stop anybody back there. We didn't.
No.
Oh
Our
wow.
other than Lloyd, who didn't play, the rest of the linebackers. I mean,
Shit
Ben
look
Martin
rough, dude.
Scott
Look
looked
rough.
okay. Ben Martin Scott looked like he should be on the 53. I don't know starting, but he should look like he should be on the 53 somewhere. The
Yeah.
rest of them ain't worth keeping.
So,
Ain't nothing
Tony,
ain't worth keeping.
Hey Tony, I'm gonna be real with you. What was more concerning to me was how we kept getting beat on the outside with them double moves, bro.
Yes,
Hey,
sir. Yeah.
Yeah,
Will
and
Will
Dude,
our
Lee Will Lee was getting
pass rush
exposed,
still ain't
wasn't he?
there. Pass
dude,
rush still ain't there.
I was like, what in
Yeah,
the hell
Will.
is going on?
Our
Yeah,
pass rush is still not there at all.
Will Lee was getting exposed real bad just off the highlights that I saw. And number 20, Funderburg. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Like they
he
got
probably be
beat two
cut
or
by
three
Sunday.
times off them double moves.
Yeah,
Fact. Hey, I was just about to say, Tone.
yeah,
Facts.
I saw a gentleman on Twitter really go into Thunderbird, and I'm like, well, that's yeah. I didn't understand going hard in on him because I thought, well, he's trying to get a job. He ain't gonna get it.
Exactly. He's trying
And
out. It's a tryout,
that's it.
man.
That's. I mean, I
Uh-huh.
don't, and maybe I'm wrong. I don't put a lot of. There's certain people on the roster, certain depth classes. When I see them, I kind of want to know
Yeah.
their name, but I don't really concentrate on them. The 96, Elijah Garcia is a defensive lineman.
Hmm.
Uh, Now he looked pretty good later in the game. He really applied pressure. He stopped runs. There's a few plays
Yeah.
I think the Cardinals ran the other way because they did not want to run towards his side. Now
Oh
I
wow.
he's 28 though. He's been around the league a few times. I like to see him a little bit more against different competition. He looked pretty good out there on
Okay.
the D line late in the game. But yeah, our secondary, um, other than the hard hitting that would in a real game would get somebody fined or ejected. Uh,
Okay.
uh, I think we got some work to do in the secondary. Um,
Okay,
Granted,
real quick, shout out to Matar Lomax for the 10 jewels. I appreciate that, my guy. Thank you for supporting the channel. Make sure you hit that like button just like everybody else. You guys make sure that you hit the like button for me. And I'm talking about for Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk. And if you haven't um subscribed to the channel as of yet, open up another browser, go to youtube.com/@UO Sports Talk. Subscribe to my channel. I greatly appreciate it. Turn the post notification bell. Select all so you'll be made aware when I go live. It's Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Real quick, let me ask this question right here because I want to get back to focusing on Haynes King. Um and 336, you can go first on this one. So yeah, I know you busy in the chat, so I'm trying to break your concentration right now. Did Haynes King merely earn a longer look, or did his performance create a legitimate competition with Pickett for the backup quarterback job?
If you're gonna ask
Three,
me,
three.
I'm gonna say it's a legitimate push for QB2. Kenny Pickett
absolutely,
got
I agree.
enough. Kenny Pickett got enough film on, tape on out here
Right.
for you to kind of have an evaluation of him. And I think King, like I said, he put on a good performance. He's younger, and he looks like he has an understanding of the offense already in his first start. So, yeah, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
And I
Hey,
think he
I
also
was just
I
going.
think he also
Hold
offers
on,
a
hold on,
different.
Charlie. Hold on.
Well, I'm
Go
about to
Just
ahead,
real
dip
quick,
up
Pickle.
out of here, y'all. I just want to be courteous and say peace, y'all. Tony, I appreciate you having me, man. I got to walk around and talk to
Ain't no
some folks.
doubt.
So yes, sir.
All
Yes,
right,
sir.
man.
Hey, look, y'all have a good one.
We
I'm gonna be
appreciate you
floating
for
around, so best
appreciate you for
believe
hopping
coming
on,
here.
dog.
All right,
Say
y'all.
what? What do you say? What'd you say, Charlie? Oh,
oh,
he
he
already
gone.
done left.
Yeah,
Go
just
ahead,
real quick, I just
336.
wanted to say I think he offers a different skill set than the other two quarterbacks that we have. So I think that also bodes well for him too.
Right. Okay, Pickle, what you got? What you think?
I think. Oh, yeah, I think in the next preseason game, he'll line up at two. I really do. I don't think. I think he's right. I think he's right. I've seen enough of Kenny Pickett. He's got enough film across the league. There's a reason why he's been on 5 different teams in 2 years. Uh, you know, uh,
Mm-hmm.
he and not only that, but even in training camp, reports come out that he looked shaky in the pocket. He didn't look settled in the pocket in
They're
training
your
camp.
cousin, 336. Go
And
ahead, Pickle. I'm sorry.
yeah, you're fine. And then soon as but Haynes King had always had that comfortable in the pocket, and he does add another element, and I think that's an important element. Some of them boots and rollouts he did yesterday, it the one that actually won us the game, or the one before that won us the game, he got all that yards. That field was wide open. I mean, he took off running, and he dove to the outside to get out of bounds, and to save the clock, and and you just don't see that by a lot of UDFA quarterbacks. His play skill set that I saw yesterday is higher than some folks were giving him credit for. I liked him coming out. I liked him in college, but I thought he was a great runner in college. Um, Even then, though, I think his accuracy was a little bit better last night than I anticipated it would be. And Brad Isaac did a great job calling plays. I don't think that could be said anything less. Brad Isaac did a
Yeah.
tremendously job calling plays. Um, I mean, our defense was quite a bit shaky, but Haynes King himself, uh, in my book, if I was doing the decision making, he would be my number two today. He would rise to number two today.
So you would base that just off of one preseason
Well,
game?
that and from what I'm seeing in training camp, I didn't go, of course, didn't go to training camp, but I heard it from enough beat reporters that told me that Haynes King uh commanded the offense in practice, in training camp.
Mm-hmm.
He looked the part there. Um, and Kenny Pickett didn't. Uh, Kenny Pickett, I mean, Kenny Pickett. Now, granted, and maybe moving him today would be in a situation of the next preseason game. He would line up at two, because I would want to see him against stiffer competition. And if even in the next preseason game I decided not to play Bryce at all, I would line
Right.
him with whoever I played, because I would want to see, okay, this kid looked good against threes and fours. Let's see how he looked good against a few ones and twos, and see how that works. If he
Yeah.
Right.
still looks like he did look, then we may have something here. If he don't, we can all pat him on the back and say keep developing and move on like we do. So
So let me.
but
Oh, go
no,
ahead.
but
I thought you was done. Go ahead.
you're fine. You're fine. But Pickett, to me, Kenny Pickett, he got to show something he ain't showed in a couple years.
Yeah.
He really does. He been on 5 different teams. You know he he did get a ring with the Eagles. Then he went to the Browns
Yeah.
for a few months. Then he ended up uh I mean
Uh,
in the Raiders. I mean, he got to show something he ain't showed in a while. Uh, I don't want to count the kid totally completely out, but um, he got to show something, and uh, I believe before before middle of the season, Haynes King will be our backup number two, and it wouldn't shock me a bit in the world if we don't start the year off and Haynes King is our number two.
yep.
Okay. Well, let me ask you. Let me ask you this, pickle. Um. So I'm kind of speculating on this, meaning, oh no, not really speculating, but given the fact that Haynes King received majority of the snaps last night over Kenny Pickett,
Mhm.
I mean, can you really clearly say he outplayed Pickett, even though it wasn't a even equal amount of snaps? Like one didn't play the first half and the other one played the second half. Like Kenny Pickett played maybe two or three series, and then Haynes King played the rest of the way. So, but
Yeah,
like I said earlier, when Kenny Pickett was in there, he didn't, in my opinion, didn't do anything to lose the position. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
next week, could we possibly see Kenny Pickett get more snaps and Haynes King maybe get less snaps?
You could, but the one thing about Pickett that I saw, Pickett took a few dump off throws. They frequently had Sanders, for example, just run a small hook route, giving 5 yards. And Kenny took several of
Mm-hmm.
those. So he took some gravy throws where Kenny actually, or Haynes actually would step into the pocket a little bit or roll out a little bit and throw a
Hold,
deeper ball to get to a
hold,
guy
hold, hold,
downfield.
hold your thought right there. 8336.
Yo,
Look
what
at
up?
little Ty baby. Look at little Ty baby. Say sup everybody except 336 in the host. That's okay. That's all right.
Yeah, I
Little
seen that.
Bangkok.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
seen that.
we'll holler at you, little Bangkok.
Yeah.
Yeah, go
Hey,
ahead,
look,
Pickle. Go ahead.
Tony,
Yeah,
I'm gonna jump
yeah,
out real quick, okay?
Okay. All right,
Yeah,
336.
I'm gonna head back to work. I
All
just
right.
wanted to tell y'all too, real quick. Just keep in mind that Haynes King is doing this with very limited snaps in practice, so keep that back
yeah,
in mind.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
well, that's
I
true. That is
right,
true.
Y'all
and
boys have a good one, man. I'll be listening
you
in,
too, buddy.
Tony.
All right, man. All right.
I'm trying not to be. I saw Haynes King yesterday look comfortable from the get go. You know what I'm saying? What normally first time on the field you get a little jitters like that. I saw the jitters from Kenny Pickett. I didn't see the jitters from Haynes King at all. Haynes King got on the field and it like it was chill to him. And I was very impressed with Haynes King. Kenny. I don't want to say Kenny played bad, but he took the safe
Mm-hmm.
throws. He took the safe throws,
Yeah.
most of it. Most of it weren't down the field throws. Um, now granted, um, and even when we went downfield and and we scored that touchdown, that was pretty much the running back. That wasn't nothing to do with Kenny. Kenny just handed the ball off for those deep runs. Um, and Kenny's favorite target yesterday, and I'm trying to remember all this. I'm actually going to rewatch the game here in a little bit. Uh, was uh was Sanders, and that was his target because they were quick dump off plays to Sanders. They weren't
Right. Right.
down the field passes, and that's what I saw from Haynes was some down the field passes. So,
Okay. So earlier I mentioned we talked I talked about Haynes King final drive, that 13 play 65-yard drive, and then how he punched it in on that QB draw with 5 yards at the 5-yard line.
right.
Um how much weight should Carolina give King's final drive when it comes to evaluating him going forward? Not only last night, but going forward.
Um, it was a cool. It was a cool play. The final drive. I really liked it.
Turn
He got
turn turn up
most.
your turn up your volume just a
All
little
right,
bit more, Pickle.
all right, I got you. It was a great drive. Uh,
Yeah.
there were a few throws, but a lot of it had to do with him running. Um, and
Okay.
again, it's against third and fourths, but something I chatted with somebody else this morning about. It's also our third and fourth.
Right.
It was
That yeah.
their backups to the backups. It was also our backups to the backups. Most of the guys
That's
playing
true.
on that
That's a
field in
great
that
point.
last drive are not going to
Right.
make the 53-man roster, ours or anybody else's. It's just fact.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
so we need to take that into consideration. And if you saw Haynes and he dove into that touchdown in a real game, the other coach is going to scream, check where the legs are, check where he landed, and it's going to be against better competition. So
Okay.
I would mark it as great, but you've got to me, you have to understand the context of what the play was. You know,
Got you. Okay. All right. I was just curious because I mean,
right,
um, when
right,
you put everything into full context and you look at it as it was our 3 and 4s against their 3 and 4s, and like you said, also these are guys that's not going to not only make the roster of the Cardinals or the Panthers, they probably not going to make any other roster.
Right.
No matter how hard they out there trying. And so do you think by Haynes King being an older player, he's 25. I know he spent at least 6 years in college, so he comes out a little bit more polished than a 3 or 4 year quarterback that comes out around 21 or 22 years old. Do you think that benefited him more last night, given the level of competition he was playing against? Meaning like the 2s, the 3s, and the 4s?
Right. Yeah, I think it benefited him quite a bit. I think he's as you get older, you mature more most of the time. I really do like what I've seen. Um, I think it benefited him quite a bit. I know that I'm not taking anything away from the Cardinals, but he looked like a guy who was mature in the pocket. He looked a mature guy. Some of these other younger quarterbacks, 2021s, I saw Will Greer lined up in his first snap in the NFL in a preseason game.
Yeah.
That and I mean I've seen I saw Jimmy Clausen do it. So and Haynes King looked smarter than both of them. He just did.
Right.
And I'm not trying to be recency biased, but the kid looked the part. He looked like he had been doing this. He looked like a vet. He looked like he's done this before. And he shouldn't have looked that way, but he did. He looked like he had done this before, and it was no big deal.
Okay. DCAT said give Haynes the experience as a QB2. Let him travel with the team and listen to all the play calls. Pickett go waste somebody else's time. All right, DCAS. Hey, appreciate you for tapping in, my boy. I greatly appreciate it. Hey, we've been in here an hour already. If you are enjoying the vibes, the conversation, the energy, and all that the morning kickoff is brought to you on this Freedom Friday, as I call it. Hey, show love to the channel. Putting the QR code in the top right. You can scan that QR code, make a small donation to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, in the YouTube chat, there's a pinned comment at the top that has the link to my PayPal, so you can make a donation there as well. Whatever your heart leads you to donate, I would greatly appreciate it. All right. Also, if you're interested in the Patreon, you can also look in the YouTube description at the bottom. It has all my social media, all my social media links, YouTube, Twitter, and Patreon. Think about becoming a Patreon member as the season gets ready to heat up. I will be spending a lot more time over there on Patreon. So when we talk about film breakdown, player breakdown, position breakdown, schematics, techniques, all that stuff, we're going to be looking at NFL as well as draft eligible college players that is getting ready to enter the draft next year. So that's where a lot of the deeper discussions about the season will be had over there on Patreon. So I post over there every day for all 3 tiers and also for the free members. So you guys check it out and let me know about that. So Pickle, what do you think Haynes King has to prove next in order for Carolina to change the depth chart? What does he have to prove to leapfrog Kenny Pickett and solidify himself as QB2?
I think he's just
real quick before you answer that. Candy Girl and SC Panther Boy, if you haven't already noticed, I made you a moderators. So you guys always support the show, and I greatly appreciate it. So you know what moderators do. So yeah, you both you guys are moderators right now. Go ahead, Pickle.
Congrats to those. So very deserving.
Yeah.
Haynes just got to do what he's been doing. I don't. But again, it's the stiffer. He's. I think it's important for him to go against stiffer competition, and keep doing what he's doing. I mean, if he comes out next week and kind of struggles against
Mm-hmm.
threes and fours, then you'll know. Okay, this week was just a little hyper game, because, but he's really got to keep up. If he keeps up what he's doing, I have no doubt that Pickett will get more playing time next week. But uh, because Canales doesn't give up on bets easy. So but he's got to keep doing what he's doing, show his intelligence, show his growth from week to week, uh, and you know, but I think if he just keeps going the route he's going, he'll get that number two. And and it don't necessarily mean Kenny's getting cut. It just means that Kenny gets down a notch, and um um you know I think it
I
would be
got you.
hard for Canales to say there's not a competition.
I got you. I got you. Okay. All right.
My
So
friend, I hate to do this to you. You're alone. I really do. But I forgot to go. My
no, it's
mama's
all
in the
good.
hospital, and I gotta go see her a little bit and talk with my brother
Oh,
about her
no doubt,
affairs.
man. Hey, take care of your mom. I
Uh huh.
definitely keep her in my prayers. All right.
All right, man.
I
I
appreciate you for
appreciate you.
hopping on though. Hey, no
Appreciate you, man.
problem. No problem. All right. All right. So you guys have there is a poll. So make sure you guys do participate in the poll that's in the YouTube chat as well. Let's see how many. All right. All right. So right now the poll says, what did Haynes King earn with his performance last night? 55% so far says a legitimate QB2 competition. 23% says more preseason snaps. 13% says a secure roster position, and 10% says one good game, prove it again. I agree with that. I agree with that. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna leave the poll up right now to the of course, to the end of the live. So we will yeah, I'm gonna leave the poll up to the end of the live. I'm gonna drop the link again in the chat in case it has been knocked out, and anybody that wants to come up and join the panel, and so we can have a discussion about the Hall of Fame game last night. Of course, the Carolina Panthers were victorious 33-30 over the Arizona Cardinals. Haynes King had himself a night last night, as you see on the screen. You could pretty much say he had a dominating performance by being his first night. I mean, his first time in the NFL, his first the game. 21-34 passing, 60, basically a 62% completion percentage, 180 passing yards, 2 passing touchdowns, 39 rushing yards, 95.2 passer rating. And he had the walk-off 5-yard touchdown run on the final drive, which consisted of 13 plays for 65 yards, right? So I think there's a lot for Haynes King to hang his hat on this Friday morning. Yeah, there's a lot for him to hang his hat on this Friday morning. Like I said, I was pleasantly surprised. I think this is a building block. This is a foundation for him to moving forward. However, the QB competition plays out between him and Kenny Pickett, whoever ends up being QB2, I believe they will have fully earned it. So I think this competition is a little bit stiffer than it may have first projected out to be. You know what I mean? So now that we have evidence. We have game film that we can look at. There's proof. He has some numbers that backs up his play. Let me say that. So when you look at it from that standpoint, that the numbers don't lie. You have to be happy with what he did with his first opportunity in live game action, regardless of who the competition was against. You definitely want to see it against great competition one day. If he gets the opportunity or put in that position for that to happen. But what he did last night can't be overlooked. It can't. It just can't be overlooked. So again, hats off to Haynes King, man. Hey, he definitely earned his spot. Definitely earned more looks, more opportunities, I would say. And we will see how it plays out the remaining 3 games of this season. Okay. But if you appreciate the Facts First Panthers coverage, hit the like button, share the show with another Panthers fan, then tell them whether Haynes King earned a real competition or simply earned more snaps. Right? Yeah. So King gave Carolina the defining moment. Arizona gave Carolina several uncomfortable defensive answers. All right. So here we're gonna move on to question 2 or topic 2. Did Arizona expose a real problem with Carolina's defensive depth? And let me bring up to the stage my boy. I ain't gonna embarrass him like he do me. No, you know what? No, I'm gonna save it. Let me bring up my boy, Coach PPP.
What's
What's
going on,
happening?
my dude? How are you, man?
Man, I'm good. Everything gravy over here with me, baby. What's going on?
That's what's up. I just want to say this one thing. Number 20 on
Okay.
the defense was getting cooked all night long. I don't know who that nigga is, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know I can't say that word over here, but I'm so sorry.
Nah. Go, do your thing. Do your thing.
He is trash. I mean, I didn't watch the game because I was working last night. So I caught like stuff on Twitter and I watched the highlights from last night. But number 20, I mean, I don't know who that brother is. And number 34, the
Yeah,
running back who got the ball punched out and tried to act like his arm was broken.
Tyus.
Man, get him
Yeah,
up out of here.
Tyus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get him up out of here quick. Like he shouldn't have even got back on the plane in Ohio. Like he should have just stayed in Ohio last night. Like that's what should have happened.
Doggone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I didn't watch the game, but I did see the highlights this morning when I woke up, and I think it was like ESPN or NFL Network had like a 15-minute video on YouTube, and yeah, Funderburg. His last name is Funderburg. I don't know who he is. Never heard of him, but
Yeah.
yeah, he was getting cooked out there like a naked brisket last night, like
Mm-hmm.
with nothing on it.
Like with
He
nothing, no
was really
seasoning.
getting embarrassed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. So, um, Will Lee got hit a couple times with a double move stutter go.
I saw that.
Like yeah. So it
Yeah.
didn't it didn't it didn't really look good for the defensive backs last
Uh-uh.
night. So yeah, that number 20, I definitely have to agree with you when it comes to that. Big Tight, what's happening?
A little
What's going on,
loose.
Cool Breeze?
A little loose.
Ain't shit sick to a
PPP.
can of
What's up,
oil.
PPP?
What's up, man?
Not much, not
Yeah,
much.
talk to me, Tight. What's happening?
Hey man, just feeling good about the game last night, man. One thing that I like besides everybody talking about Haynes King, but one thing I like was the
Yeah,
play calling. The play calling last night for the
talk about
offense,
it.
man. I like the play calling last night. I like how he did the play action with moving the pocket. Took a couple shots downfield. I like what I've seen from the offense, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Now,
that, man.
Okay.
I do want to say this. I'm sorry, Tony. I do want to say this one thing. I don't like how people on Twitter are saying they have never seen a throw like that from Bryce Young. It was a simple little crossing route. He put it on them, and I think Tony, if you follow me on Twitter, you'll see the reply I
Yeah.
made and the person who said it. If
Okay.
you go back to Bryce Young's first year, he was throwing them same passes, if not better, to DJ Chark against the Packers. So I think some people just don't need to have an opinion. That's all I'm gonna say. Haynes King was absolutely amazing. That brother was out of this
Yeah.
world yesterday. That brother utilized
Yeah.
his legs. We have two dual threat quarterbacks on the team right now, which is Bryce Young and Haynes King. I'm absolutely excited about the season. Haynes King is the number two quarterback. Kenny Pickett, yeah, we'll see you later. Yeah, yeah, we'll see you later.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So you ready to crown him QB2 after just one game?
bro. Let me tell you, man. That game yesterday was not your typical Hall of Fame game, and I'm not saying that because the Carolina Panthers were in it. Them boys was playing like on both
Yeah, they
sides of the
was.
ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, they was
Like
playing. It was a good game.
that hit from Ransom, bro. I was like, what in the bro? This Hall of
Yeah.
Fame game, bro.
So let me just say, he should have had a flag thrown on him for that. He should have been ejected because he hit that man squarely in the side of his head.
Oh well,
Yeah, I'm saying it right now.
oh
Yeah,
well.
I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
you know, hey, just keeping it 100, just keeping it real. He deserved to been thrown out that game last night because when he hit that boy, you saw his head snap back, and
Good,
then Lathan Ransom got up shaking his head. Yeah, I bet
good.
you do got some cobwebs. But why? But why I say that is a hit like that in a regular season in a critical situation when we trying to get the lead back or trying to hold on to a lead, a play like that is going to cost you 15 yards, extend the play, extend the series. You know, now you may be thrown out the game because of that. This is the time of season where players need to learn not to do stuff like that. And he has a habit of doing that. He did at Ohio State, and he's doing it now. And now all I'm saying is he needs to clean it up before it catch up with him. That's all I'm saying.
Well, you know what? I'd much rather it happen in a game that don't mean nothing, and the coaches go ahead and tell them, "Hey, look here, man. You know, just calm down just a little bit. You know, still take the hit. You know, or give the hit, but just calm down a
Mm-hmm.
little bit." But also, when you look at that play, the way he caught the ball, the guy was already lowering himself down. So you know, low man wins. I mean, it wasn't but too much lower that Ransom could really go. So I much rather Ransom take that or give him that hit and let the
Yeah.
chips fall where they be because this shows the identity of this team. Like on defense, because Ransom is going to be a starter. I mean, hands down, he is. What
Right.
it shows is the identity of this defense. Like we gonna hit you in your goddamn mouth. Yeah, yeah, we gonna
I
hit you in your
understand
mouth.
that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
listen. I understand being aggressive. I understand creating an identity for your defense. I understand all that. Now, just because he didn't get a flag thrown or didn't get thrown out the game yesterday, I'm just willing to bet by Saturday or Monday at the latest, the NFL is gonna have something to say differently about that
Well,
hit. But just because it's preseason, that don't mean you gonna get away with it.
well, I tell you like this: if they got something to say about it, bump them. That's what I say about it. Bump them. We here, baby. Hey, Super
Damn.
Bowl bound. Super Bowl bound.
Oh, here he go.
Yeah,
Here he
yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hey, Tight. What you think about Haynes King? Are you ready? Are you ready to name him QB2 right now, or you need more evidence?
Well, what I would like to see, I would like to see him go against. Well, I know he might not be able to go against the ones, but at least maybe the twos to kind of see if he still could do that against guys that's pretty much going to be on the roster.
Mhm.
But in the preseason, that's what you're looking for. He is looking. He got to play against the guys he play against. But the one thing you want to look for is how they are in the pocket, how they go through their reads, are they delivering the ball accurate? That's like some of the main stuff I look for because they're not really scheming like that. They pretty much playing basic defense. So I look for the small things. Is he throwing the ball accurate?
Right.
Is he take off running? Is he sliding? I like the fact that last drive when he took off running up the middle of the field, he was smart with it. He broke down and ran to the outside and got out of bounds
Mm-hmm.
to stop the
Right.
clock. I
Right.
love that, man.
Right.
That was a smart play on
A
his
tight,
part, man.
a
Smart.
tight, and you can see that he was trying to see if he can get more yards, and he made a real good decision. He like, yeah, I can't get no more out of this. Let me just go on to the side.
Right.
He was looking for more. He was looking for more,
Yeah.
bro. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that.
I think yeah, that was a smart play right there. He most definitely was making some good throws too, man. Very good
Yeah,
throws.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very good
man.
throw. Yeah.
Yeah, man. And the
Very
fact,
good.
the fact that I
Okay.
saw Bryce Young at the end, like run over there, like it ain't. I'm telling y'all, the only reason why you would hear anything about a QB competition is from people who probably just don't like Bryce or people who don't understand football. What what
Right.
what we
Right. Right.
what we saw last night was a solidification, if that's a real word. If not, I just made it up. Of the number two of the number two spot here in Carolina being solely in possession of Haynes King. And we should feel good about that because the last time we had a solidified number two was when we had Cam and Derek Anderson.
Right.
Like,
Right.
Yeah.
this here speaks volumes about where the season's gonna go at, man. I mean, and bro, Brad Isaac, that brother. Listen, I know we had a lot of speculations.
Yeah.
I know people saying, well, why is Dave doing this? And I said Dave sees the highest height that he can take the team as a play caller and a head coach. This was
Right.
important for Dave to do because now Dave doesn't have to second guess decisions. He can look at it from a bird's eye view, see both sides of
Right.
the football, and give Brad Isaac what he needs, give Bryce what he needs, give Evero what he needs as a collective. Listen, I don't want to use a Bible verse, but I'm going to do it. Eyes have not seen, nor ears have heard what the Carolina Panthers is getting ready to do. I'm telling y'all, Super Bowl bound, baby. Let's go.
What, PPP. I will say this because I don't talk my trash through the years, but I will say this though, PPP. Watching that game last night, I don't know if I'm just happy for the season to start, but it did feel different. It did feel a little different from the past couple of years, even though it was preseason.
It did.
How so?
It,
How did it feel different? That type?
I don't know, man. The past couple of years in the preseason, it's like we ain't really seen the offense like whether it be Bryce or it be backup, whoever it be in the game. We ain't really seen
Right.
the offense like really move the ball like that on offense, man. And the play calling, he was. I love the play calling how he was mixing it up, man, with the play action, moving the pocket, letting the quarterback get outside the pocket, and they were doing a little bit of everything, man. Drag routes, hitting the tight ends, they were doing everything, man. So I like that, man. The past couple of years, it was kind of like they were just playing like they didn't really want to show nothing. It was like everything is just so basic. It don't look a
Vanilla.
little bit
Remember
more.
that? Remember that type? It's vanilla. Remember that? I'm
Right,
so
right,
glad
right,
we
Hey,
got rid of Frank
right,
Reich, boy.
right. It
hey,
looks so
hey,
basic in the past. It looked like they opened up the offense a little bit more. I know it's just the preseason. I know it's just the
No,
preseason.
hey,
no,
hold,
no,
hold,
bro.
hold on,
No.
hold on, hold on,
Okay.
hold on, tight. Hey, PPP, to that comment that you did. I'm
What
trying
comment?
not to
Let me
be
see.
pissed off right now,
What
but
comment? Let me see.
no, I'm just talking about what you told me about Twitter.
Oh,
You,
yeah. You see that,
that
right?
that dude can go straight to hell, dog. Yeah, that's how I feel. Yeah, because
hey,
if you
hey,
all right,
on a Huffy bike.
on a Huffy bike with 10% air in the front tire.
10%
Go
air
ahead,
in
Type,
there. And no seat.
and no seat.
raw dogging the bike.
Are we serious right now? See, that is what you call that is the prime example of what you would call a clickbait artist.
Yeah, bro. And you
That's
know the funny
prime
thing about it
example.
is he has so many followers, and you know I don't say too much on Twitter like that, bro. But it's like, are you serious
Yeah.
about what you're saying right now, man? Like I can't take
I'm
some of these
I'm
people
not about to
seriously,
give that
bro.
no energy or no response.
And
Yeah,
you know
bro.
what? That pass that he hit, you talking about the one when he hit Jacin Reed for the touchdown? He dragged him across
No,
the field.
no. This was like a corner, like what you call it, Tony? Hey,
What play y'all talking about?
the one
Which
the the one me and you talking about? That old boy posted saying he ain't see Bryce do those type of routes.
Oh, it was just an out route.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let
just
me
an
hold
out
on.
route. Okay.
Let me hold on. Let me make sure. 'Cause I
It,
don't know
it,
if
it
it was
looked it
a
looked like a
drag
crossing.
route or cross. Hold on. Man, where'd it go?
I was gonna say if it's a crossing route, that ain't shit. Anybody can throw a
That
crossing
ain't
route.
nothing, bro.
But here's the thing though. Big Tight. If you saw the play, you probably can automatically come up with 5 plays where you've seen Bryce do this exact same
Exactly.
thing. This
Right.
this is nothing. This is basic.
Basic, bro.
I'm gonna say that it was just a basic throw, and yeah.
Hey,
Y'all go ahead. Hey, what's happened, Poppin'?
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's
Pop
going
in.
on,
What's up,
everybody?
What's
baby?
good?
What's up now?
Popping.
Hey,
Hey,
Damo,
hey,
I see you backstage, Damo. When somebody drop off, I'll bring you up. But go ahead, Poppin'. What's happening?
Hey, man, it's just another beautiful morning to wake up to be a Panther.
smell the air. Smell it. Smell the goddamn
Uh-huh.
air.
Taste it.
Yeah.
Taste it. Hey, big time. Put your finger in your mouth. Put your hand in the air. See which way the wind blowing. See which way the wind blowing right now. Oh
Yeah.
man.
So, Papa, what you think about Haynes King in his wonderful performance last night?
I think the brother did an excellent job. I didn't have any expectations, and yeah, it was a good game, man. Very good game. Haynes King did his thing. I'm gonna talk about it a little bit later, but yeah,
Oh,
it was he did good,
I s-
man. He did good.
it was a high low concept. The young man came from the slot, so yeah, it was a high. There was one receiver to the flat. He took the intermediate, and then there was a deep crosser that came across behind it, but he was the high man on that
Were the defense in cover two?
on
Can you
that
see?
throw. Let me see. Let him go back.
Because if they were in cover two, I you know, we listen.
Let's
They
see.
most definitely were playing zone.
Well, they were playing zone. The left cornerback was in the bell technique. The right cornerback, he was flat footed. So they may have been they may have been like in a cover 6 where it was
Cover
running cover
six.
2 to the right and
Uh-huh.
cover 4 to the left.
Well, if he was on the
That's
cover
if you're
two
just trying to
side,
just glancing at it, yeah. But no,
yeah, if
he was on the cover. He was on the cover 4 side.
Yeah.
So because the cover two was on the to
that's
the
on the other side.
boundary. So so
Okay.
the cover 4 was to the play side, yeah. And that's where they
Okay,
ran
come
that
on.
high low concept at.
Okay. Well, I mean,
Yeah,
hey, it's a good play. You know, it's a good play.
yeah. It's definitely a good play.
It's an even better catch. You know, but to say that Bryce
Yeah,
Young, that you've never seen Bryce Young throw that
yeah.
type of
That's
pass, yeah, I almost unfollowed the brother. I almost did. Yeah, I'm for real.
yeah.
I ain't
I
top
wouldn't
of
I
that.
wouldn't even be mad at you if you did.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
that's crazy,
And
man.
yeah. He
Yeah,
made one
man.
comment a couple years ago that was just like totally outlandish, and I said something about it on Twitter, and he basically admitted that it was just like he was just trolling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but why?
So I was like, oh,
We
okay.
beyond that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and people say that I say stuff that's troll stuff, but I believe what I say. I don't be trolling.
Right.
I believe we going to the Super Bowl. Yeah,
You might be trolling. I don't
I'm,
think you
I'm
really believe that.
hey, hey,
PPP.
hey, I'm telling you right now, I ain't got a troll bone in my body. Everything I say, I believe. I believe the Panthers going to the Super Bowl this year. Yeah, I believe
All
that.
right, that's what's up. That's what's
Yeah,
up. I
yeah,
ain't even gonna hold you to it, but if that's what you believe. That's what you believe, dog.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
believe I
Wrong
can
with that.
Shut up,
fly.
Poppin. Shut up.
I
You
believe
can't.
I can
Hey,
touch the
hey, you
sky.
jump high enough, you can fly for a little bit.
Oh
jump
God.
off, jump off the Empire State. You fly for about 3 seconds. Yeah.
So Poppin, what did you think of Haynes King's performance last night? Do you think he did enough to overtake Kenny Pickett for QB2, or do you need to see more evidence?
Well, I would say that he definitely put Kenny Pickett on notice. I feel like
Facts.
that.
Right, right.
Facts.
I agree with you. Yeah.
I don't. I was trying to compare the play calling for when both of them were in. Similar concepts.
Mm-hmm.
Damn,
Um,
PPP.
we may not. It's just the fact that we know that Haynes King probably only got like 10% of the snaps. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Compared
Right.
to what Kenny probably got, what Bryce got. And I did a live talking about Kenny. Um, yeah, I don't know, Kenny.
I
I
don't
see you,
know.
Kenny. I see you, Kenny. That's all I'm gonna say. I see you,
Papa,
Kenny.
I don't know, Papa. I don't know.
I don't
But
know.
you know what? But you know what? If you seen him play at Georgia Tech, he basically did. He basically playing the same type game. He played like that at Georgia Tech, man.
Mm-hmm.
Consistent. If I'm not mistaken, I think he won ACC Player of the Year. If I ain't mistaken.
Yeah, he did. He did
Uh,
win ACC Player of the Year. Not, I don't think it was this year. I think it was last year. He got ACC
okay,
Player of the
okay,
Year.
yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
think I forgot who got it this year. I think did Carson Beck get it at Miami? Did he
He
get
probably
ACC
did.
Player of the Year this year? This past year?
He
Okay,
might have did.
but yeah,
He had a
Kenny
very
Pickett did get it the year before in 2024. Yeah.
okay, okay.
All right.
Yeah, I kind of found out about him because I'm a Georgia fan, and I remember how he played against Georgia. I said, shit, he's straight. I mean, they didn't beat Georgia, but he played a good game.
All right. So listen, we done spent quite a bit of time talking about Haynes King this morning, giving him all kind of praise and glory, and crowning him,
Honor,
and you
dominion,
know,
power.
just all that good stuff. But let's some wherever there's good, there always got to be some bad, right?
God
Always got
damn.
to be
So
some bad.
God damn.
So we gotta talk about it. We gotta talk about it. Hey, did Arizona expose a real problem with Carolina's depth chart?
Oh
Um.
yeah,
Hey, we hold on. We gotta talk about it. So the defense, albeit backups, 2, 3s, and 4s,
Mm-hmm.
we know that, but still, they gave up 425 total yards allowed. They gave up 282 passing yards.
Mm.
Between two quarterbacks for Arizona, they completed 82.8% of their passes. They were 24 for 29. They gave up 143 rushing yards, 23 first downs. They had 2 sacks, 2 QB hits, and Arizona controlled the time of possession at 34 minutes and 21 seconds. So, my question to the panel, and let's see. So bring Damo up since he's up. What's good? Hold that thought 1 second, Damo. And big tight, you can go first. Should
Okay.
Carolina be concerned about surrendering 425 yards and 30 points, or does the reserve heavy lineup change how this performance should be judged? What say you?
I think they should be a little concerned now. I will say this though, Tony. What I seen, and
Mm-hmm.
I know you're an offensive line guy. What I seen, man, they were doing a lot of zone blocking. So of course on the runs, the running back was cutting back. When he seen the hole, he was doing cutbacks, and the
Yeah.
linebacker were kind of over pursuing. The reason why he was able to cut back up the middle like that with the zone blocking. So stuff like that can be fixed. Over pursuing that can be fixed, Tony. But
Right.
with the secondary, it worked hand in hand. We weren't really getting no pressure on Carson Beck neither, and he was
Mm-hmm.
able to sit. Cause one thing about Beck, with me being a Georgia fan, if you're not getting no pressure on Beck, he gonna play a good game. If you start getting pressure on him,
Right.
that's when you change the game on Carson Beck.
He
You
will
get pressure on him,
fold.
yeah, he'll
Absolutely.
fold up. And
Yeah.
last night was a prime example. They didn't get no pressure on him. He was able to sit in that pocket, be comfortable, and throw the ball. So I think we got to do better with the pass rush, and the cornerbacks got to stop biting on double moves, because they weren't. And Tony, they really weren't doing. They were just pretty much doing like a stop and go, really. And they were biting on it, and it wasn't like the quarterback was pump faking. He
Yeah.
wasn't even pump faking. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think those things can be fixed. Now the pass rush, they got to do better with that. But as far as with the DBs, got to be better with the coverage in the secondary, and the linebacker got to be better with that zone blocking scheme, not over pursuing, stuff like that.
Okay.
But yeah, I think it's a concern. But I do think some of the stuff can be fixed though.
Okay. Hey, the one and only Ken 88 said he did with ACC player of the year over Carson Beck. Okay. All right. Appreciate that information. I didn't know. I thought it was last year. I thought Carson Beck got it this year. But hey, I appreciate that information. Ken 88. King Damo.
What's going on, man? What's up, guys? Good morning. Good
What's up,
morning
What's
to everyone in
Damo?
the
happening?
chat. I love brother's
What's
take.
going on with
I
you?
don't know who that was just now, but I love his take, man. I had some
That,
things to
Oh,
say
that was
that,
Big Tight.
that
about
was
Hey,
Haynes
Big
that
King,
was
Tight.
but
Little
we can talk
Loose.
about that
His
defense,
name is
brother.
Little Loose.
Little
That
It's
Loose.
not
defense.
for you. It's not for your information, people. For your information.
I want to say about the defense, man. It is an eye opener. I can't even front like it. That's our depth, y'all. If our depth doesn't look good, then I mean that does mean something. That in training camp we do have to work a little harder on defense. The guys was biting on everything. We couldn't get any pressure. Like I feel like we didn't get pressure until probably the second half, maybe a little bit. And they just put up
Yeah.
almost 500 yards on us, bro, with two different quarterbacks. Regardless if these niggas ain't starting or not, I do believe that, hey, Ejiro Evero, we got a lot of work to do, brother. Normally defense
But
is gel first before the offense, but shoot, Dave and Brad
but
got them
in
offenses together. Them offense and
yeah,
all the
but
other
but
coaches, they together. Defense, it needs
but
some
but
prayer.
in Evero's defense, he didn't call defense last night. That was Jonathan Cooley.
Right. And that and
Oh,
that
okay.
and
Well,
that
okay. See, that's why I didn't say nothing. That's why I didn't even go in on Ejiro Evero. I was more
right.
so upset that Lee Hunter, like PvP and SC, like I really, not SC. I'm sorry, forgive me, brother. I
Little
feel like,
Loose.
man, I ain't gonna lie. I was a fan of Lee Hunter. I feel like he might have a slow start like Derek Brown did, bro.
Well,
Yeah,
well, well,
yeah.
well, well, well. Hold on. Wait a second.
I think he gonna have a slow start, and I don't like it.
Hold on. Wait. Guys, this was the Hall of Fame game. Okay. Jonathan Cooley was calling plays. Um, some of these guys' first game in the NFL jersey. Let's
Yeah.
let's not be too, let's not be too critical. Let's take it for what it was, and then when we get to the first preseason game, let's start to see how things transpire because I know that's a lot of yards that was put up. You had number 20 out there that was on vacation. Um, Funderburger, whatever his name was. You had him out there being cooked almost the whole game. But outside of that, I think that the team played decently as a whole on defense. Of course, it's twos and threes for a reason. So, some when you bring in the ones and you may have to sprinkle in a one or a two or three in there,
Yeah.
you probably won't see any difference. So I'm not too concerned right now. I
Yeah.
don't think they exposed anything really. I just think it's
Mhm.
just preseason, guys' first time playing. Let's give them an opportunity to kind of grow into the league.
Yeah, because it was a Hall of Fame game, I'm not tripping. There's still a couple more weeks. How many weeks before actual preseason starts?
We have four,
Next.
oh,
Yeah.
three or four.
So I'm not. That's enough time for guys to jail. It's good that they got tape. I just kind of like D line, man. When you play D line, you really can't hide your ability. It don't really matter the scheme, son. It don't really. To me, you supposed to move that pile, bro. You
Right.
supposed to look like a force back there, and I just didn't feel that from Lee Hunter right now. Now, granted, that can change. I do think Derek Brown had a slow start too, so I'm not saying even if dudes felt how they felt about Cam Jackson, I think he looks pretty decent now. I just think some guys just need more time, and I'm just gonna be honest. I ain't really like what I seen from Lee Hunter, man. Broke my heart a little bit though. Broke my
Hey,
heart.
real quick.
That's a question. You can go. Let me get my thought out real quick. PPP.
Yeah,
That's a question I asked earlier. I think in Pickwood. I don't think he really answered the question because I didn't watch the game last night. So I was just seeing what the highlights were on YouTube. But what did y'all think of Lee Hunter? I know Damo, what you just said. Um, PPP. What did you think of the performance from Lee Hunter last night?
yeah. Real quick, I just want to say
Septic
shout
tank.
out to Nick Gaskins. He has no neck. The performance from Lee Hunter. I'm sorry, you said Willie or Lee Hunter?
Lee Hunter. Lee Hunter.
Lee Hunter, yeah. You
Hey,
know,
hey, hold on, PPP. Damo, the reason why I muted your mic because it sounded like it was a reverb coming from your end.
Okay, do you hear my background?
yes.
Yeah,
We hear them
yeah.
babies beating you up. We hear it.
Go,
My bad. Do
go
I need to
ahead,
go to a different room?
PPP.
Nah, you good. I'm just playing with you, man.
Go ahead, PPP.
Tony, I didn't mean to call you SC, by the way. I be talking to SC like all day long, so it just was
Oh,
in
I
the
didn't know
back
you
of my
called
head.
me SC. Listen,
Yeah, I meant to
hey,
say Tony, but I just kept going with
listen.
my take.
Do not get me confused with little lady boy Bangkok. Don't do that, Damo. I thought we were better than that. Now
I got you, Tony.
hey.
It just I'm a
You
fast
leave
talker. Me and
little soy
PPP.
you separate me and little soy cowboy. Y'all, you gotta do that now. Don't get us confused.
God
SC be
dang.
hunting me, y'all. I before I even wake up, he be up with the disrespect, calling me all types of names. You know what I'm saying?
All day.
That's what I
That's
wake up
why I
to in
stay
the
on his
morning.
neck with my nicknames because he got a nickname and talk junk to everybody.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
do.
did.
Yeah,
Shout out
he do.
SC,
Go
man.
ahead.
Yeah. Shout out to SC, man. I
Go
talked to
ahead,
SC a
PPP.
little bit last week for the first game that they had at the stadium, man. The little fan fest. He a cool dude, but yeah, man. Listen, man. I mean, of course, I didn't see a lot of push. Um,
Okay.
I did. I mean, there was a couple plays where I was like, okay, I can see the potential, but he hasn't gotten to a place where he is like if you put Derek Brown out there right now, you will see instant, production in a sense. He still
Right.
has to grow into that. Not saying that he's going to be a late bloomer, but when you're surrounded around people who are better than you, you're able to grow and you're able to shine as well, and you're able to figure out what you can and cannot do. I think yesterday he was, I didn't really get a good look at the line while he was out there, but it may have been complimentary players, maybe players that were worse than him that was out there. Did Bobby Brown play yesterday?
I didn't see him.
I
And did
I don't
Princely play? Because I wasn't paying attention
know.
to the ends like that.
I
No,
didn't see Princeton neither.
Princely didn't play. Bobby Brown didn't play. But I was surprised when I saw Trevin Wallace played and Cam Jackson. I was
Yeah, I
surprised
was
that he
gonna say
was in
yeah.
there.
Cam Jackson played too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mr. Laydown himself. That's his name, Mr. Laydown himself.
Mr. Lay Down.
Yeah.
They
But
they they was
Yeah.
getting him on that zone blocking scheme too, man. That's really what
Wallace
they was
need
getting
help.
him
He need
on.
to be out there.
yeah,
Yeah.
for me, it's difficult, man. And shout out to J Live. one of the worst Saints fans that I know.
He's horrible. He's a horrible Saints fan, a horrible medic. He keeps no tourniquets in his bag. You do not want to go to war with him because he won't have no IV to support you. But go ahead, PPP.
Yeah.
And he don't even drink water.
Yeah. and his legs is ashy right now. Yeah. So but yeah, I mean that's all, man. You know, hopefully at some point he'll be able to get out there with with the ones. And
they say Princely did play. They say Princely did play last. I don't know. I didn't see the game. But they say, Princely did play. He was trash.
But see, that's the thing.
If Eternals say everybody trash, but
you see what I'm saying? We weren't expecting him to play, but if he did play, we didn't notice.
I guess that's why I didn't know he played. He didn't. Yeah, I didn't hear his name called.
Because we noticed Ransom.
Okay.
We noticed Ransom, didn't we? We noticed Ransom.
Did we? We noticed Ransom.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm talking about. When you are a guy, right? Like you're supposed.
It don't matter who out there, you gonna shine. Like,
that's the Hall of Fame game. You've had actual live reps, brother. You supposed to be that guy. Like, and unfortunately, I think we would have seen more of him if Scorton didn't go down. We would have really seen Princely have to play the whole game. So this is my thing. What's Princely gonna do? You talk all this talk. I be trying to tell y'all, like, he I don't really think he happy in Carolina. You know he not. But it's like, bro, can you blame Carolina? You're not showing them why we supposed to have you in that spot, brother. You're just not showing that you got it. I don't know what he got going, but Princely's supposed to be he's supposed to be a finesse lineman. He's supposed to be a guy that, like, you know, that he can finagle his way through blocks, right? Moving the pile. I don't see it. I just don't see it in Princely, man.
Let's just go ahead and say
shout out to Lee Hunter and Brian Burns. Not Brian Burns, but Princely Umami Yellen. They seemed like they were both disappointments in last night's Hall of Fame game, and you wouldn't expect that, especially from Princely playing against a bunch of backups. Like, that should have been easy work for you.
And Tony, I just want to see, y'all just got to understand, like, my favorite part of football, a lot of people like the receivers, they like the offense. Like, on defense, bro, I'm looking from the defensive line first, and then everything else. Like if what's your boy that just got let go from was it ESPN? Ryan Clark. He see it from the safety position.
Yeah.
He see it from the like if you flipped it upside down. I see it from the perspective of the pass rush and the interior, and then it breaks out to the secondary and the linebackers, the guys in the middle. And I like to see pass rushers, bro. I like to see quarterbacks running from their life. I love that part of football. Like, I just want my defense to get back to headhunting the quarterback. We don't get enough pressure. I want to see us stopping the run. And until I see that in Carolina, I'm just not going to be happy with the defense or any coordinator. Like, that's all we needed was some pressure on the quarterback. I'm going to shut up. Go ahead.
Yeah, calm down. God dang, it's the Hall of Fame game. God dang.
I start crying. You know how I get.
I know. Give this man a wet wipe. God dang.
Hey, but Ethan Points 8735 said Princely got pressure. He just didn't close. He was getting the QB off his spot. Thomas Incoom showed up better.
Oh no, I don't want to hear nothing about no pressures. Because y'all told me when I was upset about getting Jalen Phillips, PPP, he got 100 pressures. I don't want to hear that.
Who is y'all? They been eating my ass.
Not you.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Everybody told me I was wrong for feeling.
They was talking that talk to PPP. They was.
He only got pressures. I don't want to see pressures. Mm-hmm. I want sacks.
Everybody get pressures, but the only niggas getting rewards is the niggas that get sacks.
Facts.
Right.
Facts.
Right.
I don't want to see you pressure all year long. Like, I want to see you get pressure, but I want to see hands on QB hit ground. That's what I want to see.
Facts.
Right.
Yeah. Well, okay. So guys, and I'm gonna ask Big Tight, you go first on this one. How seriously should Carolina take Arizona's 425 total yards? Should it be a big area of concern, or do you think this is something that's easily that's correctable when they get back on the field again?
I don't think it should be a big concern, man, because like I know, all y'all know, preseason, they ain't really blitzing like that. They not really scheming like that for their offense. So a lot of the stuff can be fixable as far as with them beating us on the double moves, the linebackers over pursuing on the zone blocking scheming, and that's what they were doing with the defensive linemen too. With the defensive linemen, they getting them going to the left, and then basically when he cut back, all the offensive linemen doing it just shielding them off when he cut back up through the hole. So they basically were just going against the momentum. But stuff like that, it could be fixed. So I'm not really worried
Right.
about it like that. I think all that stuff is fixable, except for the pass rush. They gotta do better with the pass rush, but everything else, I think can be. I ain't really worried about it.
But can we agree that if we don't fix the pass rush, we're gonna be right back where we have been all these years with good coverage, sometimes even great. But it gets bad when there's no pressure all game and niggas is covered.
But it's too early. It's too early to diagnose that though,
It
Damo.
is.
Yeah,
that's what I was going to
I
say.
just want y'all to know I got my eye on it. My eye is on it. Okay, that big old.
No,
yeah.
We get you. We understand that, but I think like what PP was saying, and like I'm trying to say is that last night's game was all about the backups. It was not about the starters whatsoever, any shape, form, or fashion. So it would be difficult to say that based on what the backups did. You know what I mean? I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to lump them in the same evaluation as I would the ones when they're just the backups fighting to make the team. These aren't the guys that we're going to see game one when we play Chicago. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this the way I've always seen the backups though, and I'm gonna be short. Like I think, yes, they are backups, but they are also backup role players. So when you are a backup, right, and you are out there, I want to see you playing your role. So that's like, I got a question to you now. Like in the preseason, let's say if it's the third preseason game, and the defense still looks like that, like how do you feel? Because these are the guys that got to come back us up. Some ain't gonna make the team, but these are the guys that got to come in when our starters are tired. And if they're not doing nothing now, what do you expect them to be during the season? Like, they just gonna be a turnstile. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the pressure. I'm talking about the D line.
So you look at it. You can look at, or you should look at it this way. If you got 11 people on defense, so when a backup comes in, it's not like basketball. You take out the starting five and you substitute another five. So you're never going to substitute the whole first string and then bring in the backups. That's not going to happen. So that's why I say, in the grand scheme of things, a lot of those guys that played last night, no, they're not going to make the team. They're barely probably going to make the practice squad. Some of them are going to be backups just because they probably better than anybody else that they have on the team that's not a starter. But if two backups come in to replace a starter, okay, you still got 9 starters on the defensive line. You know what I'm saying? It's never going to be where majority of the players is backups, reserves, undrafted free agents, and all that, as opposed to the starters that you have in the starting lineup. So that's why I say I'm not going to be too critical about what we saw last night, because even though Arizona, when you look at the total yards allowed, we gave up 425 yards. Well, we wasn't far behind them when it came into total yards. Because I have the stats up right here. They had 143 yards rushing. We had 141. They had 294 passing. We had 242. I mean, it's 50, 60 yards. I mean, it's not that big of a difference in the grand scheme of things. And then we won on top of that. So you can. I'm not saying that it's not alarming at all, but I wouldn't be like on a scale of 1 to 5. I wouldn't be a 5. You know what I'm saying? It'd be more like a 1 or a 2. Yeah.
I got you. Because I mean, everybody out there learning. You see the head coach for the Cardinals. He's fresh. Obviously, his big brother is the Packers coach. He out there talking like he had to ask his defense where to stand. So I know everybody out there trying to figure out trying to learn their jobs, or more so like just getting acclimated to the league for some really competing for their life. Like I feel like the receivers on both ends were cooking. Like, and it's upsetting that some of them not gonna make a team this year. It's almost unreal. But hey, teams gonna need help at wideout. So and for the guys that may not make this team, I do think they're gonna end up being on a roster in some type of way because injuries are coming. So and to the
That's true.
defenders, I
It
seen some
does
good
happen.
football. That was the best Hall of Fame game I've ever seen, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
it was. That was a good game.
That shit, I ain't
Well,
never seen a Hall of
I
Fame game
definitely
that I
want to see the
cared to watch.
replay. I want to watch the whole game. I hope they replay it because I
I
want to see
do
the whole
think the
game.
Cardinals found their starting quarterback though. Like Carson Beck, I always thought he was good. So, he was kind of slighted in the draft, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm not.
But
I'm not about to give
that's how
that
they
dude.
do.
I'm not about to give that dude no airspace on this channel.
I'm sorry. I'm not my
None.
bad. My bad.
Yeah.
Nah, you good.
My bad.
You. I have a whole different take when it comes to Carson Beck, but that was when we with couple scouts that I know that evaluates quarterbacks. We've had this discussion numerous times on Zoom calls. So yeah, I have definitely voiced my opinion about Mr. Beck.
Mr.
But
Beck.
let me ask
Hey,
let me ask you
Tony
guys.
got Zoom calls. Wow.
Hey, Tony, not to cut
Go
you off.
ahead, Big
Can I
Type.
say something to you right quick?
Yeah, go ahead, dog.
Hey, I was listening to you yesterday morning, man, and I just want to give you a shout out, man, because I heard you say that you be helping guys, get in school, doing like
Yeah,
they film and stuff, helping them get in school.
transfer portal.
Yeah, I just wanted to give you a shout out on that, man, because that's actually how I ended up getting to college, man. Because I tell people, I played on the high school
appreciate
team
it.
where we had a lot of good people. So, my offensive coordinator, he showed my film because he was like, "You good enough to go to college," and he did that same thing for me, and that's how I got my scholarship, man. So that kind of hit home for me when I heard you say that, and I thought I was like, shit. Next time I talk to you, I want to tell you, shout out to you for doing that, man.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. When me and CJ had two fans in the stands, and we ended that, I didn't know if I wanted to get back into content creating or whatever like that, and an opportunity presented itself, to get into the scouting thing because I've always enjoyed watching film, and when the opportunity presented itself, when they was putting together their scouting team, nobody wanted to do offensive linemen. So me and another gentleman named Dez, we took the offensive line. So that we were the only two that was in charge of scouting it for the scouting firm. And during that process, man, you get to meet other scouts. You get to meet now some of these agents for players, especially on the lower level, D2 power group of 5 schools. Guys are trying to come up to the power 4 level. So you talk to them, and you not really. I don't want to say shop they tape around because that sounds like you trying to create a deal for them. I'm not in a position to create a deal for anybody, but just networking and stuff like that. But also learning more about the game. So a lot of things that I share with you guys is stuff that I have learned from the guys that I'm learning from. You know what I'm saying? Like how to watch film better and how to break it down from a film study perspective, and learning more about the coverages and schemes and techniques and stuff like that. Like this is not all stuff that I've always known. A lot of this stuff is just stuff I've learned over the past couple years by listening to other guys, being a sponge, asking questions and stuff like that. But yeah, man, making cut ups for guys so they can put their tapes out, showing them how to put their tape together properly, things of that nature. Helping guys out with technique, giving them true film evaluation. So that's why I formed that at. I don't have no feelings or no biases when it comes to looking at film, because the film is the film. That's what I was taught. So that's what
Right.
I try to pass on. So yeah, I appreciate that,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, I know it was off topic, but when I heard you say that yesterday, like I said, it hit home for me. So I just wanted to give you your flowers, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate that. Appreciate that. So Damo,
What's up, brother?
did the lineup reveal a depth shortage or simply establish a baseline of where we at?
I'm gonna say it's too early to say shortage. I'll say a baseline. That's a good question. I'll say a baseline.
Okay. Well, what you think that baseline is? Well, from what you seen last night, as it being the Hall of Fame game, going into the first preseason game, if you will, what do you think that baseline is right now?
The baseline is guys got to work more
Oh,
on their
I
technique.
forgot. Hold on,
Go ahead.
before you finish that quick, hold it. Shout out to Vietnam 2681 for the $4.99 super chat. He said, backups or not, Ivero's soft zone scheme is trash. We better hope that we can score 30 plus a game. Hey, shout out to Vietnam for that super chat. I appreciate it, my guy. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Listen, we have been in here for 2 hours now, discussing, debating, having conversation about the Hall of Fame game last night. Good energy, good vibes. Hey, show support to the channel, man. I would greatly appreciate it. Nobody hopped in and showed any support to Vietnam. Just showed support, but scan the QR code, support this show. It will take you to my PayPal account. There's also a pinned comment section in YouTube that will take you to the PayPal link. If you're watching the show through Carolina Armchair GM CJ's channel, you can also send a super chat or the new thing they got with the gifts. I don't know too much about that, but all that would be greatly appreciated. I use that to better grow the channel, to bring you guys the best content that I possibly can. My daily goal is $25. Like I said, not trying to pay the rent or house note. It's just $25 a day. And like I said, that goes strictly back into the channel. And I would greatly appreciate it. If you do leave something for PayPal, let me know in the comments so I can properly shout you out. All right. Go ahead. Go ahead, Damo.
Can you ask me your question again? I had to fuss at some cheering.
Oh, I said, did the lineup reveal a depth shortage or simply establish a baseline? You said a baseline, and I asked you what would that baseline be right now based off the game last night.
Thank you. I think we need to get back to the basics, because you always got to get back to the basics when you're trying to improve your technique. I don't know. Right. I don't want to necessarily say guys. I'm gonna just say technique. I'm not gonna say they're not strong enough. I know guys are in shape. We need to get back to technique, right? I need guys to really look at the tape. We're gonna have to really sit down and we got some good tape to review. Hey, this is where you guys are at right now, and now we can actually look on actually improving y'all's technique. You've improved the technique, you're gonna get better play as overall from the defense. Some guys just need more reps, and then I'm gonna just leave it at that. Not too much. Just maybe some technique and some finesse work. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So Tar Heel, I know this is Ray Shock. Ray Shock said, how you play a cover 2 shell and still get deep? Well, the first thing that comes to my mind is your safety got dirty eyes. He doesn't have his eye on his zone. His eyes is in the backfield. He lose sight of where the man is. Hence, you got your ass beat over the top. And you got to remember, in the cover 2 shell, that honey hole is behind the corner that's in the flat and to the safety. So if you're not picking up that receiver, once that corner jams him, it should be jamming him to the inside, because that's the help of the defense in the cover 2. You want to reroute your receiver to the inside. But if you still getting beat over the top, I question where your eyes were at. So I hope they answered your question, Tar Heel. That's just a basic. I ain't trying to get all into it. But
I think you just met your goal too. Shout out Vietnam.
Oh, okay. Wow, I didn't see that. Shout out Vietnam for the 1999 Super Chase. I got you, Tony. Daily Gold Met, my guy. Hey, salute to you, my guy. Hats off to you. I greatly appreciate that, man. I greatly appreciate that. And hold on. Where? Hey, Vietnam, you not on the you're not in Twitter. I mean not Twitter. I don't see you on the YouTube chat. But next time when I do see you on the YouTube chat, I'm gonna drop a moderator a wrench on you. Cause also Vietnam is also part of my Patreon family. He's in the highest tier, the debatable VIP table. So him and Will Robertson, the only two that's in the debatable VIP section in the Patreon, my Patreon group. So yeah, shout out to you, Vietnam. I appreciate that. And we'll already know. We'll know I got him. He said Vietnam said he is on YouTube. Okay. I don't see you come up in. I didn't see you come up in the comments on YouTube. But I'll get it straight. We'll get it straight. Don't worry about it. And shout out to Will, Tip Drill Will. He said, "What's up, Tony and panel? Princely talk mad-ish and be non-existent against 2s and 3s." Hey, we were just talking about that, Will. We were just talking about that. A lot of people were kind of out on Princely performance last night. Again, like I haven't watched the game, so I don't know. I can't speak firsthand, but yeah, people wasn't happy with what they saw. You know, they feel like he should have dominated playing against the 2s and 3s. I forgot it was one person that said he was getting home, but you know he wasn't he was getting the quarterback off his spot, but he didn't get his hands on the quarterback. He didn't get a sack or anything like that. So yeah, tell me more about it, Will. Hit the panel, or I'll talk to you after the live. But yeah, appreciate that $5 super chat, my man. Greatly appreciate it. Go ahead, Damo. I don't think you ever
This
finished,
ain't the
did you?
sport for the you can't be all talk, brother. Like you didn't talk me to death for 2 years now, and I'm talking about Princely. Like I didn't watch him.
Oh yeah.
I didn't expect him to be out there, so I wasn't watching. I'm looking at other numbers that I've been kind of more excited to watch. So forgive me. Like I was actually literally looking at the interior linebackers, and obviously I'm looking at the secondary. So that's where my eyes was. I wasn't really watching our edge rushers because in my mind, I knew not to expect nothing from him. So that's why I didn't expect him to be out there. If he was out there, then like I said, you know, hey, that's all I got to say. You weren't noticed from my eye. If what's his name said he was getting pressure, okay, cool. You know, if you can't get home in the Hall
Yeah.
of Fame, how you gonna get home? Probably even in the preseason or in a live game without someone else having. It's like having a point guard. Like if somebody else gonna have to open up the opportunities for you to get sacks, or you that dominant of enough of a player to create your own sacks. Like, and that's what I'm looking for in Carolina. I need guys that can. It's cool. I want y'all to play together. Bring pressure, right? That makes somebody else get home. I want to see who can actually get out there. This off of your pass rush ability. Who can get their own sacks? Like that's how Princely talk that talk. Like that's what he do, and it's just not that. That's why Panther fans are sad about Nick Scorton going down. Nick Scorton could very well get himself home. Like he didn't necessarily need a whole lot of help. He was gonna open it up for somebody else, same way as Jalen Phillips would. You know, them guys we know they can get their own pressure. So you know, I look forward to seeing what these guys can do, bro. I'm not impressed right now. You know what I mean? Not gonna hold you. I'm not.
Okay. All right. Tyke, what you got? Big Tyke?
I feel the same way he feel. I wasn't looking for him because I didn't know he was out there. And like I say, if he was out there when Carson Beck was out there, shit, Carson Beck, he just, you know, like I told you, Tony, you know, Carson Beck, you got to put pressure on him. That changed his whole game. But
Right.
he was comfortable in the pocket. You know, when you watch it, Tony, you'll see what I'm talking about. I didn't see no pressure on him. I didn't see no
Right.
pressure on him. If it did, if it was, no, go ahead, Tony. My bad. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say if they did get pressure, I didn't really see it because for the most part, what I seen, Carson Beck was able to stand in the pocket and complete passes. I didn't really see nobody get pressure on him like that.
I didn't see
Oh, okay.
uncomfortability at all from Carson Beck. Like I didn't see him look uncomfortable and not nan play. That's why I'm like, what pressure? Like, what are people seeing that I didn't see? I saw a comfortable quarterback delivering the ball, playing for his spot on the team. That's what playing for a
Yeah,
starter position. That's what I seen.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I seen the same thing you seen.
Like,
Yeah.
y'all think we hype about Haynes King? Like, how do you think the Cardinals fans feel about Carson Beck? Their
Yeah,
quarterback is, I
that's
think, what's his name? What's that dude name?
Jacoby.
Jacoby Brissett. Like,
Yeah,
look,
Brissett.
I get
Yeah,
sick of looking at him. Why is he a starting quarterback every year? He's building somebody team up every year. He's a starting quarterback for some organization trying to build up their young guy. I just feel like, yeah, play the young guy, man. Stop putting Jacoby Brissett in the game. I think everybody tired of seeing him. And shout out to him for working his own deal out, but. I would hate it for him. Not to say I hate his career. I just hate that that's what his career is. Like, that's got to suck as a quarterback in the league. Now, maybe it do to me, but maybe not to him when he's getting paid. But I'm just kind of tired of seeing Jacoby Brissett, in my opinion. Like, to other quarterbacks that deserve that type of shot.
Right. Right. Yeah. But one thing I will say about Carson Beck is you have to be you I don't critical is not the word. Critical is not the word. Like just like with Haynes King, we talked about, putting everything in full context. You have to look at who he was going up against last night, right? Carson Beck spent about 5 years in college, right?
hmm
Right.
When didn't he spend about 5 years? 5 years in college. So
I think
he's
he did.
a seasoned veteran, as well. But the one thing I would say about Carson Beck that I've always said about him is under pressure he will fold like a wet blanket. If he got protection around him, good protection, he could potentially make some good throws. Would I hang my hat on him and draft him first round and say he was a first round talent? Absolutely not. I ain't never felt like Carson Beck was a first round talent. So
What
I
about late
get it.
first round or early second?
Not first round at all. And it would depend. Like who are the other quarterbacks in that draft that year that he's coming out? So who were the quarterbacks that came out last year? Who were the
That's a good
quarterbacks
question. I'm
besides
trying to think now.
Fernando Mendoza went number one
Fernando, that's the only one I can think
overall?
of that everybody cared about. This wasn't a
And
heavy quarterback.
it was another quarterback, if I'm not mistaken, that went in the first round, right? There was another quarterback. I
Yeah,
can't
it was
remember.
Mendoza and not dog it.
Yeah.
The
Hey,
other
I
quarterback, I
can't even
can't think of
remember
his
his
real.
name.
name, but I know who you're talking about. There's another quarterback I was
Yeah.
looking for. Was it Drew Adler? Am I
Yeah.
wrong about that? I don't want to be wrong. There's too many niggas watching
I
your
don't
channel. Tony.
remember. I have to. If somebody can look
Yeah,
it up,
I
they can look
forgot
that up.
myself.
But shout out to SC Panther Boy for that PayPal gift. I greatly appreciate it, my guy. Thank you for always looking out to the channel. I appreciate that. And also shout out to Tebow Panther 59 for that $3 PayPal gift that you sent as well. Greatly appreciate that, my guy. He's always tuning into the channel every morning as well. So definitely want to make sure I shout you guys out. Appreciate that. Hold up, is SC? Oh, SC watching from two channels. Okay, from Twitter and yo, I don't know what SC doing, man. SC be doing his own thing, dog.
He giving you that double support.
Yeah, on YouTube and Twitter. That's all right. That's all right. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. But yeah, look, Carson Beck had a great night last night for the Cardinals and their fan base. Haynes King had a great night for the Panthers and our fan base. They both had great nights. You can't ever take what they did away from them. But again, putting it in full context, it was the Hall of Fame game. Everything was vanilla, offensively and defensively, and you playing against a bunch of reserves. This is no way in any shape, form, or fashion an indication what they would look like if both of them were starting week one.
Hey, and
It
listen,
would be
I was excited.
be a totally different ball game.
I was damn near
Go
rooting for
ahead, Damo.
Carson Beck because like they need a new power in the NFC West, man. They call it the NFC's best. Like you got the 49ers running around over there. You got the damn the Rams running around over there. You got the Seahawks running around over there. The only team that ain't
Ty
pulling their
Simpson.
weight is the
Yeah.
Cardinals. We need a power shift. So shoot, I wanted Carson Beck to look good. I just wanted our guys to look good as well. Like it was like a preseason game. I wasn't expecting it to even be that entertaining. I just wanted to see talent. You know what I mean? So I mean, really a big
Yeah.
ups to Carson Beck, man. I almost called him Carson Wentz. Big ups to him because bro, we need that power to shift, especially brother. If that nigga, what's his name? If Aaron Donald come back to the league, if he come back
I
to the
think
league,
I
it's gonna
think
be
he
a
is, man.
it's gonna be a
I I
problem. And why wouldn't you
I,
come back?
I think he is gonna come back, man. He out there with the shoulder pads and helmet on, doing like tryouts and workouts. I don't think you go that far to put back on the helmet and tryouts. Like I seen something on Twitter where they were showing him out there hitting the sled, hitting the dummies and shit with his shoulder pad and helmet on. I don't think you do all that if you ain't gonna come back.
And it's Aaron Donald. He never stopped working out. Like he never, like he's in shape, bro. He's in shape to move.
Right.
He might not be what he was, but if you don't think he gonna come off that ball and you still got to double team him, you tripping. You got to double team him, maybe even triple team sometimes. Triple team sometimes. The way it's just the way that brother played. The low center gravity, that strong. I mean, he's a powerhouse, bro. And then you got the same thing on the other side with, what's my boy name? From the Browns, Lord, how did his name? Miles
Mm-hmm.
Garrett. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a monster,
Yeah.
brother. Elite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you put them two on the D line. It's that situation is tailor made for him, just like it was for Gronk when he came back. Well, not came
Yeah.
back, but when he moved with Tom and came to the Bucks. Like it was a tailor made situation.
Yeah.
We knew he was coming. Everybody, once the rumor came out, we knew it was gonna happen. It's just I'm not no fool. We know Aaron Donald coming back. I don't know when, but he got to come back. So we know he coming back. They gonna make a run. They gonna
He,
try to.
he'll be back in the lineup come game one. But let's move on to my last topic, and we talk about the defense. All right, we gave Haynes King all his praise. So let's talk about who deserves a little love. Panthers who earned a larger opportunity. All right. So Carolina produced 378 total yards last night, 25 first downs, and 33 points. The Panthers converted 9 of 14 third downs, their only fourth down attempt, and 4 of 6 red zone opportunities. That's pretty good. Jasim Reed scored a touchdown on 2 catches for 30 yards and contributed on kick and punt coverage. Jimmy Horn had 4 catches for 44 yards and a 25-yard kickoff return, while John Mechie III added 3 catches for 38 yards and a 36-yard return. A.J. Dillon scored on 3 carries, 18 yards, with the 18-yard reception. Miles Davis rushed for 53 yards, including a 36-yard run. And Jatavion Sanders plus Caden Prescorn combined for key short yardage and fourth down conversions. So the context is roster decisions are not based on yards or splash plays alone. Coaches want players who can execute their role and contribute on special teams. Reed stood out most with the production and special teams value. Horn, Mechie, Dillon, Davis, Sanders, and Prescorn all showed useful traits in limited action. Encouraging, but still a small sample size against reserve competition. One game doesn't decide roster spots. So, as we can see here that I have on the screen, all the stats that I just mentioned for each player, right? So I'll ask you guys this question. The Big Tight, you can go first. Did the Hall of Fame game identify players Carolina can genuinely trust in defined roles, or were the standout performances only preseason flashes? What say you?
Well, I will say this. As far as Jacin Reed, I like what I seen from him, especially catching the ball with his hands, coming across the field on the crossing route. I also like what I seen from John Metchie. I know he didn't catch a lot of passes, but he had one nice pass that he had to kind of get low and catch the ball on the sideline.
Okay.
Yeah. John Metchie, he didn't have a lot of catches, but the ones he did, he had some nice catches. But like I say, it's preseason. But but I did like what I seen from Jacin Reed though.
Hey, and before you go, Demo, hey, I think the last time I looked, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, Jacin Reed 40 time is like 4.5. But I swear to God, that boy look like he run about a 4.3, 4.4. That dude look
Yeah.
fast. I don't know if he got this long strides, but when I saw the replay or the highlight this morning of the touchdown he scored, it looked like as soon as he caught the ball, secured it, and turned upfield, he hit like another like a turbo boost for like 2 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Like the
Right.
dude looks faster than 4.5. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I got his 40 time wrong. I'm not sure, but that dude looks faster than 4.5, dog. Go ahead, Damo.
Yeah, you ain't. Yeah, you. Oh, go ahead, Damo. My bad.
Go ahead, Big Tight. Damo probably doing something. Go ahead, Big Tight.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna say, that 40 time don't always be,
My phone
the
froze, y'all.
tall
My bad.
tale of their speed, because a lot of times, that 40 time got a lot to
Right.
do with takeoff. So if you don't get that takeoff right, it might take a couple tenths of seconds. You might do run a 4.4, but because that takeoff went right, you might have ran a 4.5. So
Yeah.
Jerry Rice, he didn't run a good 40 time, but anytime he caught the ball in open field, you never seen him get caught from behind. So
Hear me?
that's what. But go ahead, Damo. My bad.
Yeah.
Go
So
ahead.
my
Damo,
phone had
we hear
froze
you.
for a second. I couldn't hit the mic. I just wanted to. You go ahead and finish. I just want to make sure y'all can hear me.
No,
Well,
we can hear
that
you.
pretty. Yeah, that pretty much was it, man. That's all I wanted to say. That's pretty much it.
Well, I agree with y'all. He does look faster in the game. I don't know his 40. I love what I've seen from Jacin Reed. I wanted to see more Mechie, but I know what Mechie can do, so I like to see that. Y'all know I really am a big fan of Jimmy Horn. I really was watching for Jimmy Horn and more so Reed. I kind of wanted to see what Washington can do just to see if he can make the practice squad. I kind of feel like Reed, Mechie, and Horn gonna make the team, so I'm not like that's why I'm expecting them to do what they do. I know what they can do. I ain't gonna lie. I'm very happy with Brad Isaac. Was that Brad Isaac calling plays? Or was that somebody else? Because I don't want to be wrong.
Yeah. No,
That was
no, no.
Brad.
That was Brad Izzy was calling plays last night. Yeah.
Everything fit. It didn't look like it. It didn't look like it was a struggle to do nothing. So I'm very bro. I'm very excited from what I seen. I love your take, Tony. I don't even want to deviate from it. Those were the guys that
Yeah.
they made the plays. I just want to know who caught that pass. It was like I don't know if he had to come back to the ball, and it looked like he jumped through 3 defenders to catch it, and that was that big conversion we had. Who was that? I didn't get to quite see during the live game. I couldn't tell who that was. It just happened too fast. I was like, "What? Who was that? Was that
Yeah.
Reed?"
I do not
That
know
was.
because I didn't watch the game. But hold on,
Okay.
That might be.
let me bring up my brother in arms, aka Greasy Brass Knuckles himself, Mr. Prowling.
I gotta be all that. I gotta be all of that.
Look
I
at
gotta
him.
be
Look
every
at him.
day. Every
See
day.
all that Crisco in his beard. Look at him. That ain't gray, y'all. That's Crisco.
Nah. That's way right there.
What's going on, Nick? What's happening, brother?
Nothing much. What's up with y'all, man? And what's wrong with these people,
Not
man?
much.
They already jumping off the ledge, man. Well,
Hey,
this is what
hold on, Nick. Hold on, Nick. Hey, Damo Papa said that was Jimmy on that pass play. And
Okay, I
listen,
thought that was Jimmy.
um,
Not the one that hit the
the
sideline. The one that like it was almost like
Poppin, cause Poppin asked me a couple days ago. Me, him, and Bloody was talking. He asked me, said, who were the two players that I wanted to see perform the best, or that I would have my eye on, one offense and one defense. And I said Jimmy Horn for offense and Zakee Wheatley on defense. And I said the one thing I want to see that Jimmy Horn can do, can he break tackles? And that play that you're talking about, Damo, is an example that's something that Jimmy Horn hasn't always been able to do, like break tackles. And he didn't break just a tackle of one person. He went between two defenders and broke tackles and gained extra yardage. So I was excited when I saw that on the highlight this morning.
I
Yeah,
respect that about your
yeah,
take because I can tell you know what you're talking about, bro. That's and like I said, it's two channels that it's only like two channels that I actually jump on is you and Unc. And I love y'all. Y'all got good takes, and then
yeah,
at the end of the day, whether I agree or not, y'all not no fools when it comes to this game and this team. But I was a little concerned with some people's takes on Jimmy because I'm like, if y'all really watch them, some of that stuff people say they wouldn't say. They only can say was will it translate? And I know his speed translate. I know his hands translate. I know his heart
yeah.
translate. I wanted to see if he could break some tackles. This year, bro, he looked stronger than me. That's just in my opinion. And one thing I
Yeah,
didn't
Well,
know, I
yeah,
didn't know Mechie looked that small. Like Mechie does not look like a big person to me. He looks like a little guy out
yeah,
there.
he do look small. He do. You're right about that.
well, he's never been big. He's always been like 5'10", 5'11", about 185, 190 pounds. He ain't never been a big dude.
That's crazy. That blew
Never.
my mind when I seen him
Yeah,
at the
I
Yeah.
don't
game.
know why. Yeah, I thought he was about 6'1", 6'2" for some reason.
It's just his name. His name,
Nah.
it make you think he
Nah.
was Bryce's number one guy when he was in college. Like, you would think he probably like 6'1" something. He definitely looked like he my height.
Ooh,
No, John Mechie, man, before he got that bout with leukemia and then he had an injury. You talking about a speed demon, and a route technician. So that's
Right.
how he would hurt you when he was at Alabama. Like you couldn't do nothing with him, whether he was in the slot or on the outside. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
yeah, unfortunately, his career early on at the beginning got derailed when he got that leukemia. Going, fighting back from that, and little nagging injuries here and there. His career hasn't taken off the way that he wanted. I'm pretty sure, but hopefully he get a chance. He's healthy now, get a good opportunity, and hopefully it's with us because I believe in him. You know what I'm saying? I know what he went through to get just where he is right now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Go ahead, Nick. What's happening?
yeah, hey, y'all see. So I'm gonna tell y'all this right now, man. This is the unfortunate truth. It's the unfortunate truth, man. Y'all gotta pray for a
What's
player's
that?
down. Y'all gotta pray for a player's downfall for John Mechie to make this roster. Y'all
Oh,
gotta
here
pray
you
for it.
go.
Y'all got to, man. We not taking 8 wide receivers into this daggone season. We already know this. We
Yeah.
know
Okay.
this. At best 7. And I mean, and at the end of the day, Jasim Reed, this dude is playing, he's playing on special teams and he's doing his thing as a wide receiver.
Right.
So at the
Right.
end of the day, I'm sorry, man. The unfortunate truth is, man, the only way Mechie is making this roster is if they decide to DX somebody.
So Nick, do you think Jacine Reed made the strongest all around roster case last night?
Yep. I'm gonna
Okay.
say I'm gonna say that. I mean, and that's me saying that. I'm gonna go ahead and say this right now. I never. I don't know if you remember back in a while ago. Unc asked who would be a surprise cut, and when I said who would be a surprise cut, I said Jimmy Horn would be a surprise cut for me. So that means that in my eyes, Jimmy Horn has already made this roster.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, I'm looking at. I'm going to say this. If I had to go ahead and order them right now, I'm looking at Chet, Coker, XL, Jimmy Horn. That's 4. That's the first 4. Now 5 through 6. The unfortunate truth is David Moore is freaking Canales' guy. We all know that.
Right.
So you might have to go ahead and factor him in there. Bryson Tremaine is on special teams, and then now we're looking at 7. So who has made the biggest case to be the 7th wide receiver?
Well,
Can you?
for me, it's too early to
Mhm.
tell for to say anybody has solidified a spot, or that they for sure is going to get cut. Like like just going back to Haynes King, love what he did last night. Was surprised how well he played last night. But like I said, when you put everything within context, you can clap for the young man, but I ain't ready to say that he's going to be QB2 over Kenny Pickett, because Kenny Pickett didn't put up no shabby numbers last night. With his limited opportunities. I mean, Haynes King played majority of the game. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
Mhm.
with all I would say, like with that situation, Haynes King didn't do. I mean, Kenny Pickett didn't do anything last night to lose the QB2 position. I believe Haynes King did enough to make that more of a serious conversation about the QB2 position. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Right.
No,
But
Yeah.
perfectly put.
yeah, yeah. But they got the good thing about it is we got 3 more preseason games.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
probably gonna get a little work in the joint practices. That's going to be predominantly for the starters. But they got 3 more preseason games against some really good teams. The Jaguars got a good defense. The Texans definitely probably got arguably the best defense in the league. So
Mhm.
we're going to see. I just want to know, and I just want to see that these guys can build off of the display that they put on film last night. Like everything should be a foundation for them.
yeah, yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
this is their first game tape of the season. So can you build off of that and your trajectory keep going up instead of down? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
don't be like Charlie the Gamer would this morning, came on and jumped out the damn car window with no helmet on about Haynes King.
Yeah, yeah, man. We can't. We
Yeah.
have to take into account the level of player that he was playing against, and we
Uh-huh.
also have to take into account that nobody is going to show their cards in preseason. You gotta you
Right.
gotta
Right.
take all of that into account, and I think that I'm gonna say this right now. I believe Evero is not calling plays because Evero don't know how to to not show his cards. So I think that's why he's letting his assistant coaches call plays. Obviously,
Yeah.
also to help better their careers. But at the end of the day, it's I don't think Evero. I think Evero might have something up his sleeve this year, and he said he don't know how to turn it down this year. Yeah. So we
Okay.
gonna we gonna see. But I'm gonna say right now, man. I mean, from last night, I was really disappointed in the pass rush. But at the end of the day, I also know that we're calling basic plays. We're not doing anything special. I ain't see no I ain't see no stunts. I saw a blitz, but the blitz was so damn obvious that anybody could have seen that blitz.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Before
Damn. It,
before
it, it
Carson
was
Beck,
that predictable.
dude, before Carson Beck caught on that they was about to blitz, I knew they was about to blitz. Like, come on now.
Mhm. He
It was
walked.
that.
He
It
walked
Damn.
was,
right up.
he
He
walked.
walked
He
right
He
up
did
and
he.
what
showed it.
type?
I said he
Go
walked
ahead,
right
big
up and
type.
showed it. Now I was disagreeing with I was disagreeing with him. He walked right up and showed it and came right on and he didn't disguise
Yeah,
it.
I was like,
He
yeah, it won't
came
no,
right up in
Damn.
that blitz.
yeah, it won't no disguise at all. It wasn't no delay, no nothing like that. It was just like, go,
Yeah.
I'm coming, I'm coming.
Yeah.
Goddamn, daggone Carson back got out there. Yeah, he coming. He coming.
Hey, real quick. I just noticed something. So yes, I am streaming not not only on not only am I streaming to my channel Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk, but I'm also streaming to Carolina Armchair GM CJ channel. And the
Mhm.
reason why I don't see some of y'all on YouTube because you're coming through on CJ's channel. So like Ray Shock, who is Tar Heel F3U, I see you on StreamYard, but I don't see you on YouTube. So you're watching through CJ channel. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, like I don't care which one you watch through, but if you haven't subscribed to Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk, do me that favor. Pickle, you're not coming up on my YouTube as well. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk, do that for me as well. T Thompson 7609. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, because I know you're also showing up. You're not showing up on my YouTube. So subscribe to my channel as well. So yeah. Uh who else was AJ Brooks? Hey, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, man, I appreciate you subscribe to Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk. So yeah, there's quite a few people. Now I'm figuring it out now. I'm figuring it
Yeah,
out
man.
now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
King James 864. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, man, subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciate that. All right, I would greatly appreciate it. Uh, go ahead, Nick. Well, let me bring Damo. Let me bring Damo back up. Go ahead, Nick. Finish saying what you were
Man,
saying.
so I do. Hey, I do want to say something about that. Y'all make sure y'all come up, go out there and support Tony. Go out there and support Tony. I make sure that one thing I try to make sure in the morning when I do go look at it, I go to both channels and like the stream on both channels. Because hey,
T
you gotta
Shout out
Thompson,
Nick.
I do read. Hold on, T Thompson, I do read your comments. You the only one since I've been on YouTube that types in all caps. You know that we always had this conversation. When the
Now
when
that's
the
funny.
comments show up, I always read the comments. Maybe you don't be listening. I don't know, but I read the comments to come here so you can. He said I literally left your channel to come here so you can see my comments. All right, T Thompson. Well, listen,
Install them out.
whichever
They
one
don't
you
know that it's
watching,
hard doing your job.
as long as you subscribe, man. Hey, that's all I ask for, brother. As long as you are subscribed to the channel, I appreciate you though.
yeah,
They
it's
don't know
good,
how
Pickle
hard
man.
it
say I'm.
is to read comments and
It,
be trying to
it's
talk to everybody on
yeah,
the
it's
panel.
good, Tony.
Oh,
I do
okay.
I do think that I saw some good things, but I just want people to realize
All
I
right.
told
Cool.
y'all about
Cool.
2-3 months ago that the success rate for first time play callers is
All right, King James.
extremely
Appreciate it.
is
Go ahead,
extremely
Nick. I'm
high.
listening.
Is extremely high, like percentage
Yeah.
wise. Especially if they go to a team that already has some really good pieces already there. It is extremely high. It's in the 60 percentile for them being successful. So at the end of the day, I and what makes it is the issue is these teams, even at the beginning of the season for us, Brad Isaac is going to have the advantage because they don't know what the hell he's going to do. They have no feel for his
Mm,
They got no feel for his play calling philosophy. They have, I mean, obviously they know what they have an idea what system that we're going to run. They got that idea. That's already there. They know that, but they don't know what he is thinking. Like, okay, does he like to do this? Does he like to do this? Does he like to take shots on first down? Does he like? There's none of that. He has no tendencies out there, so he's gonna catch a couple teams slipping, especially at the beginning of the season. So don't
yeah.
be surprised if he goes out here and he lights it up extra early, and then they finally, as we get down further and see, you start seeing teams slow him down. But then what's going to show the real growth is if when teams slow him down, he takes that step to correct what they were slowing him down with. So
Yeah.
I it, it is a
Exactly.
it is a It is I'm telling y'all right now, like, don't be surprised and don't take. I'm going to say this: don't take it as, oh, you see, the coach was holding us back. No, take it as the coach didn't want to put him in a position to start calling plays as the team was trying to. We were trying to build the team. So I think I'm gonna say
I
this
got
right
you.
now. I believe Canales was setting the team up so that what you call could be as successful as possible when he turned play calling over to him. Because I think
Okay.
in my mind, I'm telling you right now, play calling was already going to go to Isaac regardless of what we think about it.
Right. Right. So let
That
me
is
ask you
also
guys.
true.
Let me ask you guys this. And Damo, you available?
Yes, I
Hey
am.
Tony.
All right. Let me ask you guys this, and Damo, you can answer this one first. Who gained more ground, Jimmy Horn Jr. or John Mechie? I ain't asked Nick of this question for a reason. Go ahead,
I'm gonna say
Damo.
it might be biased to ask me. I'm gonna say Jimmy. I'm gonna say Jimmy all day.
Okay. All right. What you got, Big Tight?
I'm gonna let you know, and then I gotta jump out, Tony. I don't got here to deliver my load. So, but I'll say
Okay.
for me, I'll say I'm gonna say Jimmy Horn, man, because even though Jacine Reed was the one that had the touchdown, Jimmy Horn he caught some nice catches, man. He had one catch where Haynes King threw to him,
Yeah.
man. He got the ball like right over the defender, and Jimmy Horn caught it right over there by the sideline, man. He
Yeah,
had some.
on the sidelines. Yeah, the
Yeah,
contested
he
catch.
dropped it.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah.
dropped it right over the defender, man. That was a nice throw and catch, man.
Yeah, yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Hey, Big Tay, I appreciate you being on the panel today, man. I appreciate you gracing me with your presence this morning, my brother. Appreciate
Oh
it.
yeah, I appreciate you, man. Like I say, you keep the truck driver going, man. I be needing somebody to listen to in this truck for sure.
Already. Hey, that's what I'm here for, man. That's what I'm here for. Hey, appreciate you, man. Salute to you, my guy.
Okay, all right, be safe, man.
It
All right,
just
man.
Jimmy could have got that touchdown. Like if Haynes got that joint down, right, we'd just be having.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say we'd be having a different conversation, but we low key might be having a different conversation. It wouldn't even be. You wouldn't even be having to ask that question. It'd be a no brainer, Jimmy. But I do know the
Man,
level of Mechie has. Mechie is a separator. He's a
yeah.
route running
Talk to
technician.
him, Damo.
He's
Talk
a
to
route
Nick.
technician, and he's got good hands.
Talk to Nick on that one.
That's it. And
Yeah.
that's his role on the team. Is what he can't stretch the field like you can with a Jimmy Horn. Jimmy Horn he can do what Mechie does, but he can also take it over the top. His ceiling is higher because of the athletic ability. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah. Hey, let me bring up Mr. Graybeard himself. You know, my brother in arms, Tip Drill Will Robinson. What's happening? Well, I thought I was bringing him up. Will?
Well, yeah, Will.
Yeah, man.
He might be busy at the moment.
No, he dropped off and dropped back in.
You ain't gonna let
So,
me answer the question?
you know what, Nick? I apologize. Who gained more ground? Nick, was it Jimmy Super Flash Horn Jr. or John Mechie?
It was Jimmy, man. You know that. You know that was the child. Jimmy did. But it ain't. This is where y'all. This is where people don't understand. I actually like Mechie. I don't like Mechie for the
Uh-huh.
reason. I don't like Mechie for the reasons that people was trying to portray at the beginning of us getting him. But at the
Right.
end, I don't like them trying to portray that he was outright better than freaking XL. I don't like that. But at the end of the day, what I was saying is that I just don't. When you're bringing in a veteran receiver and having a veteran receiver that we can't get rid of because Canales just love him,
Yeah.
it's hard to say that you're going to take another veteran over some young talent. That's all I'm saying.
I
That's all
got
I'm
you.
saying. Would you
I
rather
got you.
have, because this is, I'll think about it like this, Tony. Would you rather have two veteran receivers or or have them young, or have some young talent that shows promise?
I'd rather have two wide receivers that know how to get off the line of scrimmage, that can create separation, that are excellent route runners, and that have good to excellent hands. I don't
Okay.
care if he's been his first year or 10 years.
Okay.
When you have the quarterback that we have in Bryce Young, who throws with anticipation, so you need those type of receivers that can create that separation
Mm-hmm.
and be in the windows that he's throwing into.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I want. I don't care if it's been 1 year or 10 years. Give me
Okay.
someone that can get off the line of scrimmage, create separation, got good hands, and is an exceptional route runner.
Okay. And let me
Hold on
reel it in for you. Go ahead, Will here.
before you come with your offside rebuttal. Tip drill, Will, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on? Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear
Yeah,
you.
we can hear you now.
Yeah,
Thank you
we
for
can
Damn
hear
old
saving
you.
mama
us.
phone,
Yeah.
man. Hey,
You gotta stop this,
my
Will.
my old mama phone, man. Hey, Damo.
What's up,
Damo
OG?
still on?
What's up, OG?
Yeah, he's still here.
Yeah, I just want to let Damo know, boy. My wife done asked about him like 4 times, boy. He about to get a whole new second mama. She
Hey,
she done
man.
saw she
Y'all
Damo
know y'all my
Damo
family
done
now. Me and my
Damo
wife want to be
Damo done
y'all
sent
too.
to show the pictures of them twin boys and his kids. But they're so
Yeah,
cute,
Oh
kids.
hell.
Will.
Then she
Hey, you
calling by his full
will
government name. What?
My wife asked about y'all. She
hey
was like, "Was that Will and his wife? They were so cool." I said, "Babe, don't you know I'm fanning out of some of these guys? They don't like that. We can't. We can't fan out all the way, babe. We got to look like we be here all the time. You know what I'm saying?"
let me tell you
We not
something. Let me tell
famous.
you something.
It's
When
respect.
hey
My wife hear me yelling at the phone all the time, and she always hear your voice. So to see the woman behind the man, my wife, we all about that type of stuff. So even meeting Nick, meeting a lot of guys, Gip, everybody, like, bro, it
Mm-hmm.
was. I really genuinely love this whole group of people. So to meet y'all in person it's like an honor. No Diddy,
Yeah,
no
it's
Diddy,
been
no.
really nice.
nah, ain't no diddy, man. Damo, you good. Will, what you think about the game last night, man? Talk to me.
I was I don't know if you guys had talked about this. Um, I was surprised at
Mm-hmm.
how well the team was put together. It seemed like
Okay.
everyone knew what they were supposed to be doing. It was like the it was like the team knew what everyone was supposed to be doing. In the past, it was, we trying to figure out, okay, this guy's doing this, that guy's doing that. Not on, we were truly evaluating the depth on the roster. You know,
Right.
obviously Haynes King showed his behind, showing that he can make a case. But the only way Haynes King can show that and make a case is that Jimmy Holmes was catching the ball, Mechie was catching the ball, Jacine Reed was catching the ball, motherfucking Thunder Thighs, no Diddy, was pounding that rock, right?
Oh
Um,
damn. Pause.
He talking about
Man,
Flag
which
on
no
the
dog?
Diddy.
play.
He talking
Flag
about
on the
Dylan.
play.
He talking
Flag
about
on the
Dylan.
play.
Hey, did you see? No, hold
Now
on, Tony.
I know he talking about.
I'm
I
talking
know he
about
talking
Hey,
Dylan.
about.
I'm talking
did
about
you see him
AJ
hit that
Dillon.
dude in the chest and almost knock him into the end zone?
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Did you see that
Hey,
the
hey,
offense, I'm sorry, go ahead.
did you see the authority that AJ Dillon was running with on that
Yes,
goal
Like
line?
yes.
they made a business decision, dog. They made a business decision not to
Yeah.
tackle him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. Oh, you talking about the touchdown? Yeah, they must just
Yes.
let him
Yeah.
walk in.
They was like,
They didn't.
listen,
Ain't
you
nobody
got
want
it.
that smoke. That hey, look, that
You got
first
it.
one
When's the last time we had a running back like that can do
a
that on the
long
goal
time,
line?
boy. A long time.
Yeah.
We've
Yeah.
had
Yeah.
finesse. We've had finesse guys for a long time. Listen. When he hit that man in the chest, that's when I realized that the Muzz wasn't gonna step in front of him again. When he hit when I mean he went to
I
the
gotta
ground.
see the replay.
Listen, he went to the ground. I'm telling you, Tony, he went to the ground, but the
Mhm.
defender damn near flew into the end zone.
Damn.
Right.
Go
Like,
ahead,
So
Will.
it's
Go ahead, Will. If you didn't finish your thought, go ahead.
yeah, but I just wanted to say is that this is what is shown as a stable organization. The coaching staff knows exactly
Okay.
what they want to do. They're able to install the playbook for this year. Everyone understands what needs to happen. And just like Dave Canales said in his presser, shout out to my coaching staff. We had people that showed up on our roster 2 days ago. It was helping them on the plane, in the hotel room, in the
Mm-hmm.
locker room to get ready to play this game.
yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. That's one of the things that I took away from this, that, the game behind the game, because there had to be a whole lot of prep work to get these guys ready to go to play this game. And like I said in the super chat, hey, Princely got to stop talking junk, man,
And start walking the walk.
and start walking
Yeah.
the walk. Right. Because he said,
Yeah.
they said, well, what you plan on doing for the Hall of Fame game? Oh, I plan on being in the tracksuit. You
Yeah.
okay? So
Hold that thought. Hold your thought right real quick. Hey, Damo, if you don't mind, I need to drop you off on the pan. I'll drop you off the
That's
panel
fine.
so I could bring CJ on if you don't mind.
Hey, hold it down, y'all.
All right, Damo. Hey, appreciate you for giving me your time, man. Well, damn, Damo done left. He done okay. Appreciate you for being here, Damo. Go ahead, Will.
yeah, and so Princely got to stop talking junk. Like he say little small things that be funny, and I know it's about his confidence. He's extremely confident, and like he was like, "Well, dude, what you plan on doing for the Hall of Fame game?" He talking about, "I plan on being in the tracksuit." Like I ain't playing in no Hall of Fame game. You must not know where I sit on
Yeah, I
this
remember him
roster.
saying, yeah,
Like you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? That's the way he was kind of saying himself. He said, "But if I play, then you're great. I'll do every, I'll play." Then he get out there and getting washed out to play.
Yeah.
You know? Oh, anyway,
Well,
that's the only
you,
thing.
you,
The
you,
only thing I would say.
you had a couple people in the chats was saying that he got pressure that he was getting the quarterback to move off his spot, but no, he didn't get any sacks. What do you think? Did you see him applying pressure or getting the quarterback off his spot last night?
Can I
And
answer that?
before you answer, yeah, Nick, you can go first. But
Mhm.
CJ, what's going on, cuz?
What's happening, folks? How y'all doing?
How you doing, CJ?
What's going on?
Doing good, doing good.
Go ahead and go first, Nick, and don't be too long.
I
I
ain't
want
gonna
you
be
to
long. This
start.
is this is gonna be a
Go
quick.
ahead.
I don't know who said they saw him applying pressure. We saw him getting up the field and getting into the throwing lane, but he still didn't get the. He
Yeah.
didn't knock the ball down. So at the end, damn. But Carson Beck was throwing the ball right over top of his head,
Mm,
or he was side arming it,
mm.
or he was side arming it around him. Now he did not move Carson Beck. He got up the field. You are correct. He did, but them ones he got up the field, I think they let him get up the field.
Oh wow. But what you mean? What you mean? What you mean by that?
He was. I mean, I don't. I think he was unblocked,
There was
and I don't.
they was
I
rod they
just
was
don't feel like
riding him up. That
I,
they was
I
riding
didn't
him.
see the. I
They was
didn't. I
riding him
didn't
up the
even see the
lane.
burst to close the distance fast enough to make it a
Mm.
distress. I mean, the one time that I saw him distressed, and I don't even know if that might have been Incoon that had him distressed, and he threw the ball down to the ground. Matter of fact, he threw the ball right in front of Ransom's feet, and Ransom put his hands up like with the inches. You was inches away from letting me take that to the house. That's basically
Damn,
that's that because I
Corey
don't
said he
believe
didn't
that.
jump not one time.
I don't. Yeah, I told y'all before. Princely's tall. He has the length. Princely is on the light side for a edge defender. And when you that light, you give these 300-pound men the opportunity to get you, and you give them to get to your body, you not going nowhere. And that's just it.
Mm.
So I'm not impressed. This this
Go ahead,
this
Will. What you got?
Well, for me, with Princely, I just want to see, as the preseason go along, I want to see what Jalen Phillips sees. That's what I was hoping I would see at the Hall of Fame game. Maybe they was running
Okay.
away from him. Maybe they was getting the ball out faster. I don't know what it was. Um, but I want to be able to see more. So I'm not trying to beat the man up. I'm just saying when he be getting me hyped. You know what I mean? Like he'd be like, "Well, I'll be on the sideline." I'm like, "Man, Princely must be in this off season." You know what I'm just training camp. So then when I saw him starting, I'm like, "All right, he's starting against these twos and threes. Princely gonna eat these boys up." And I didn't see him flash. So I don't know if he was getting pressure or not. Maybe my expectations was a little too high, but
Mm-hmm.
that's what I was thinking as we go forward as we go forward with our edge rushers. Princely has a very, very good opportunity here, being that Nick Scorton won't be in a Panther uniform till next training camp. He needs to capitalize on this, and I really want him to. So
Right.
that's what I was hoping to see yesterday. And I don't think I didn't see him flash. So that made me a
Got you.
little disappointed in him.
Got you. CJ, what you got, CJ? What's happening?
What up? Well, I'm not gonna say that Princey went out there and destroyed the planet last night. I mean, but he did have a couple moments with him and Travis Gibson where getting up the field and they got behind Carson Beck, but Carson Beck stepped up in the pocket and as per the norm with this defense lately, especially
Mm-hmm.
sometimes last year when our edges, get past the guys, get around the QB steps up, but our interior linemen, aren't really pushing the pocket back. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't say that he was like a total dud last night. You seen him get around the edge. He did chase. He chased Carson Beck one play when he was rolling out, but Beck was too far out, and and he threw the ball before he get to him. So he didn't. Yeah, he didn't show as much as we all wanted him to, especially out there going against the second teamers for Arizona. But like I said, I wouldn't say he just stood up and looked at every play, but also he didn't move the needle like we wanted him to.
Okay. All right. Cool. Um. So what did y'all see in the tight ends from the reserve backup tight ends last night? Did any of the tight ends strengthen their roster cases? Go ahead, Will. You go first on that one. Well, go ahead,
Oh,
Nick.
you give me
What?
you give me tight ends, huh? I was talking on mute. You give me
No,
tight
I'm
ends and
saying no. You get to go first, and then we're gonna get long-winded Nick, and then we get CJ.
well, all I'll say is that unless Tommy Tremble is providing something that we haven't seen him do before, we need to raise the floor of our tight end room. I think there's a talent.
Mm,
I think there's a talent gap there, and I haven't seen it being raised. I'm not at training camp, so I don't know for sure.
right.
But based off what the little sample size that I saw there, I didn't see the floor being raised enough, in my opinion. Now, Dave Canals did point out the tight ends in his presser. Maybe he saw something, but of course he's a coach and he's seeing things that I wouldn't necessarily see as a fan. So I just
Got you.
wanted to say that I just still think our floor needs to be raised.
Come on, dissertation. What you got?
I ain't got no dissertation, man. I saw Sanders out there. I saw Sanders starting. Uh-oh. I saw Sanders out there. I ain't see Mitchell out there.
You hold up, but you said that like you just said something. You saw Jatavion Sanders starting with the reserves. That's how you should have finished that sentence.
Yeah. You know what I meant. You know exactly what I meant, because we ain't see Evan Mitchell's out there. I mean, Mitchell Evans out there.
Well,
We ain't see him out
I
there.
think it's because of his ankle. You know, he may not have been 100% and ready to go like we thought he would be, but Mitchell Evans is ahead of Jatavion Sanders on the depth chart.
Yeah,
Hence why Jatavion Sanders played last night. But go
yeah.
ahead.
It was him and James Mitchell. James
Yeah.
Mitchell. I ain't. He didn't show us nothing world break. Well, I don't know. That one play that he was down the field, I was actually surprised they threw that to a tight end.
And
They
that
threw,
it went through his arms. It went right
yeah.
through his hands. I saw the highlight. Yeah.
you
Yeah.
had to say it like that, man.
I mean, that's what happened though.
He was down there
Is
though.
that not what happened?
That's what happened. Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
He was down there though.
Okay.
I didn't know he had that type of speed.
Yeah. CJ, what you got?
Well, okay. So out of the 29 receptions that the Panthers had last night, we had 3 from James Mitchell, 3 from Jatavion Sanders, and 2 from Felipe
Pre-scoring.
Franks. You know
Oh, pre-scoring had one too. Pre-scoring.
Yeah, who's that?
Pre-scoring is the other
Oh,
tight
number
end
40.
on
Yeah, my bad.
yeah.
My bad. Yeah, number
Yeah.
40. Yeah. So they
Mm-hmm.
had, what was that? 6, 8. So they had 9 of the 29 receptions last night. So, now whether you feel like that's high usage or low usage, I think that's more than we've seen, especially in a
Right.
preseason game, for the
That's a good
Panthers
point.
in a bit. You know what I mean? So will that translate into the rest of the preseason and the regular season? Who knows? But on that play with James Mitchell, man, let me tell you, when King threw it deep to him, I think he lost the ball because he reached his hand out one way and the ball went right over his head, over his right shoulder. If he would have reached his hands out the other way, I think he may have had it. But it was still
Okay.
but yeah, but the tight ends were they were used last night. I will say that. And my thing is this, I hate every year that James Mitchell is either the 4th tight end or he's cut. Because I think he's a pretty damn good pass catcher. I think he's a willing blocker, but he's always kind of, nerfed at the bottom of the tight end room. So but they used the tight ends last night. They damn sure did.
Maybe I need to rewatch
So
it because nine
Ray Shark,
catches. 9 catches. I'm
Ray
sorry.
Shark said Ray Shark said the defender got a hand on that pass. So maybe I can tell by the highlight that I saw this morning. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. It looked like it went through his arm. So I don't know. But Ray Shark said
I might be wrong. My bad.
got a hand on that pass. Yeah. Ronnie B said that sounds like a crock of shit, Nick.
Hey, let me tell you, Nick is slowly turning into my favorite person to disagree with.
Why?
I don't know.
You know what?
You don't like be wild and all the way to one side, but when you have takes, I'd be like, I like part of that, but this last part I don't agree with. So it's a good debate, not anything bad. You know what I mean?
No, I mean that's it. That's what I'm here for, man. I'm gonna just say I'm not a we're going to go jump in this deep dark water type person that just go full on in. I'm gonna have to stick my feet in there first and let me see how cold it is, all that kind of stuff. I ain't no head first diver.
Since you got the Black Panther up there, I'm gonna call you the resident Killmonger.
Yeah, it's just, man, I am say we use the tight ends more than we have seen. And I don't know. I don't think the defender got his hand on the ball. The defender swiped in between his hands. I don't think he touched. I don't think either one of them touched the ball.
Okay.
So he did. The defender did swipe down in between, because the defender, defender did not look back to see that the ball was coming. He just swiped down in between his hands. So at the end of the day, the ball didn't look like it changed trajectory because it was touched. So
Yeah, I might be thinking about another play too. So if I am, my bad.
if you talking about the one in the end zone, that's what I saw. I mean, when they showed the highlight from the front, I didn't see either one of them touch the ball. I saw the defender sweep down in between his hands.
Gotcha.
You know, that's what they tell you to do. If you out there, you see him reach his hands out and you can't see, you don't know where the ball is coming from. Sweep down in between his hands, so that even if he does catch it, you can knock it out.
Yeah,
well, Corey Thornton should have done it.
That is true. That is true. So listen, my last slide that I have here, because we know we have talked about over the past couple of years about the situational football when it comes to Dave Canales and the play calling and putting the team in the right situation, making the right calls, things of that nature. What do you guys think about Brad Isaac play calling last night when it came to situational wins, the operation of his play calling? So here we got 9 of 14 on third down conversions, which was a 64.3 conversion rate. 1 for 1 on fourth down conversions. Of course, that's 100%. 4 of 6 on red zone touchdowns, which is a 66.7 touchdown rate. We have 5 team penalties for only 20 penalty yards. 2 for 2 on field goal attempts. Ryan Fitzgerald doing his thing, and 58.5 yards per punt. So that was 2 punts for Sam Martin. So when you look at those numbers and the offense operation and situational wins, how do you guys determine the whole output of the game? Just if you were just basing off of these numbers right here. Will, you go first, and then CJ will save Nick for last.
This shows that they were prepared for this particular situation, which goes back to my original comment of you could tell that this coaching staff and the way our football operations are working is, everybody understands the assignment. Haynes King knew exactly what he was supposed to be doing, right? And I know that Kenny Pickett, had a slow start. And then I need to go back and rewatch the game because, CJ bringing up 9 catches, and I might have recency bias because I have I'm very low on the tight end room. So I might be biased to that. I need to go read.
Your tight end hurt right now, so you shouldn't have too much to say about tight ends. My bad, Will. I thought the mic was
You know what? No one like you. You should
Hit him,
punch a
Will.
man when he on the ground. When the man on the ground in the fetal position, saying that he give up, and then you give him one extra kidney punch. I mean, you're wrong. You're wrong. It's a low blow. But anyway, I just want to, but I mean, I just want to just say this, and I don't think I can say it enough. I'm very happy that we're in year 3 of a system, so that we can see this type of that you can see things solidify rapidly. And I think that this might lead to us not having a slow start in 2026, because we didn't have a slow start to freaking the Hall of Fame game. So I just wanted to just say that.
Right. Okay. Go ahead, CJ. What you got?
Well, I disagree slightly. We did have a slow start to the Hall of Fame game, but I will say this as well. I don't know if it was they went through two drives of like scripted plays and whatnot, because it almost looked like they were going through a walkthrough in practice or something. It's like they were just out there going through the motions. Now I know it's a preseason game, But for me, what was encouraging to see is even Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett, the switch in what was going on, you could see it because Kenny Pickett drove them down the field, and then AJ Dillon punched into the end zone. And real quick, let me say, Carolina, keep AJ Dillon for God's sakes. You know, I'm going to I'm going to ring the bell for AJ Dillon until I can't no more. Carolina, please keep AJ Dillon.
I'm with it
But
too.
what I like that I saw was, you know, they switched it up. You know what I mean? And like I said, I know it's a preseason game. But there were times this past season, the season before that, it's like, okay, you got your scripted plays out of the way, and it, you know, but Canales always wanted to run, you know, to set up the passing game. And Canales said that in the post game interview, you know, he was like, we started running, we set up the pass. I to be honest with you, I think they started slinging that bad boy, you know, and it set up the run a little bit late. I think it was the exact opposite. And Tony, you know me, I say that all the time. When the run ain't working, you got to throw that ball. And sometimes the passing game will set up the run game. But you know, my
That's
thing
true.
is this. If we can see what we saw last night for the rest of the preseason, you know, including, you know, whenever Bryce and the starters play, and week 1 versus the Bears, let me tell you, I'll be a happy camper. And my thing is this: if they would have started out the game, you know, like they did after drive 3, these numbers right here would be even better.
Mm. Hey, real quick though, CJ. Ray Shuck said, "Who AJ playing over? If you keep AJ, who you know, like is he running back 2, 3, 4? Who is he playing over?"
And see, and that's the question. If I had my way with it, I would get rid of HN or ETN, however you say his name. Because my thing
You
is,
get
you
rid
can
of them
put Jimmy
tight ends.
Horn back there to return kicks and punts and be done with it. You know what I mean? Because if Jonathan
Mm-hmm.
Brooks comes out of the gate and he has a healthy year all year, you're going to get the same thing out of ETN that you get out of Jonathan Brooks. And Jonathan Brooks probably going to do it on a better level. But AJ Dillon gives you that power back, you know, in those certain situations that I've been wanting for years. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like you got.
That you have been saying for years.
I've been saying for
That
years.
is a big fact. Yeah.
You know, it's like you got Chuba, you got Brooks, and you have Dillon. You got Thunder, Lightning, and overcast skies. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Like why Nick gonna cut his camera on like I forgot about him? Like, nigga, we see you.
He want everybody to see them
Why
gray
you?
hairs in his beard.
Why
He
now?
got
Hey,
some,
why
he got some
y'all beating
wisdom
up?
and shit.
Why y'all beating up on Nick?
Don't worry about it. They
Hey,
good. They good. This is
hey,
But hold up. No, Will, you know I owe Nick and Mr. Miyagi, aka on 2020. Cause they tried to jump on me when I was trying to tell them about market value, and Nick with his bullshit statistics. Cause that's all he gonna go to the first time you say something, he gonna go to the stats. And we had a whole segment yesterday, wonderful segment on market value and how it plays into a player getting paid. Did we not, Will?
we had a great conversation about it.
A whole
Because
masterclass was given.
listen,
yeah,
I don't disagree with you. Know I don't disagree with you. But
You
I'm
said
gonna
you disagree with me, and
I
then
disagree with
don't
you
jump on
partly.
me. I said okay. I got something for them.
I said I partly disagree because that's what I said. I said I partly disagree with that. And I gave the reasons why I disagree with that. I understand market value. I completely understand market value. The market is the market for that position. But at the end of the day, if you don't have leverage to
you
meet
do
that
have leverage.
Well,
You do have leverage.
you didn't say nothing about leverage. The first thing that came
And
out your
so,
mouth, you said, "Well, the numbers don't say this. The
yeah,
numbers
yeah, 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 yeah,
don't
yeah.
say
You're right.
that."
You're right. So the numbers to me are the numbers to me are the leverage to me and are the leverage. So I'm articulating in
and
a
so
way that
Nick,
you can
so Nick,
understand.
so Nick, so Nick, Nick, you can walk in there with numbers all you want. It's supply and demand.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, 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 yeah. The first thing that's gonna come in is
Hold on. Market value, supply and demand. Your wife want a red Porsche. It's 5 red Porsches in the United States in a 2025 version. There's only 5 of them in the United States. The price is the price. One got 14,000 miles. The other one got 26,000 miles. Them the only 2 left up for sale. Buy one or the other, and you gonna pay a little bit less for the one that's 26,000 miles, but you're gonna pay market value. You ever went somewhere you went to a restaurant that says market price on the damn list?
Yeah, for
It's
that
the
damn
same thing.
for that Branzino.
Exactly. Y'all go in there. You know, my wife goes. She gonna play fast and loose with the menu. She don't even look at the
Yeah.
prices. Play
Yeah.
fast
Hey,
and loose with the
Will.
menu. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Hey,
Yeah.
Nick teed it up, and then Unc just start talking to me bad, man. They had me in my feelings, so
Nick.
I
did, but listen,
definitely had to dedicate the segment yesterday to Mr. Miyagi and Brassy Knuckles. Yeah.
listen. But at the end of the day, I did not, I did not participate in any of the after effects that happened after that. I didn't participate in none of that. So you can't say like we jumped on you together. I might have thrown the alley oop.
You might.
I might have thrown the
Thank
alley
you.
oop.
So
I'm admitting to my fault.
conspiracy. So conspiracy.
I'm admitting
Conspiracy
to
is what
my
I'm
fault.
hearing.
I'm just letting you know. I'm
Okay.
admitting to my
All
fault.
right.
But at the end of the
I know
day, I did not.
you ain't shoot and kill me, but you just gave him the bullet to put in the gun. I got you.
He yelled
Listen,
fire in the
Hold on.
crowd
Which one
theater
is
and
Nick?
talk about he didn't kill nobody.
Yeah.
Which one is Nick?
Oh, Nick, the one just passed the bullet. He ain't pulled the trigger. He
no.
passed the bullet.
He
Though.
talking about
No, you said
he talking
Mr.
about your
Miyagi and
name.
Brass Knuckles.
Oh, Nick, Mr. Brass. I had to tell you about that story. I ain't gonna do that in public. Yeah, Nick Brass and Knuckles. Yeah.
No hit back.
Unc Mr. Miyagi. You know when he take that hat off his head, bald ass head, look like old black Mr. Miyagi. But go ahead, Nick. What you I don't know if you answered the last question, did you?
No, I didn't. So I was not surprised with what I think. I think that we've been building something, and I think this is the year we're going to see Brad Isaac be successful because I think he's gonna be able to cut loose. I think he's gonna be able to do things the way that he visions it, because I think we have a stable system in place, and we have brought in players
Right.
to fit that mold that they want to run. And you also have we have more players that know the system now on the offense than players that we're bringing in that are still learning. So I think that we're going to be a little bit more successful this year. And I think a lot of people are going to be mad if we are successful this year and we see Brad Isaac right by the fucking door. I mean, that's the nature of the beast. If Brad Isaac goes out here and he lights it up this year, everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, we got to get the play caller from that." That's the nature of the beast, man. And I just see it coming, man. And like I told you, I took the time to look at the statistics of how successful first time play callers are, and I also aligned it with the fact that when I saw that there is a high clip, I also aligned it with most of those ones that are coming in. They have a team that has been put in place that is stable. Like they have pieces that can fit their mold, and they're just coming in and adding wrinkles to that mold that's already there. So I think that Brad Isaac has that right now, and I think he's going to be successful.
Hey,
That's just
Nick, where you want to set the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe?
What?
Remember that old book? I forgot what was the name. It was like The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and they had the little pole right there where they would yeah, I'm telling my age right now. Let me shut up.
Nah, man, I'm outside.
Oh God.
I'm not showing where I'm at because there is a certain person here. As soon as I turn around, gonna know exactly where I'm at. I ain't gonna
Thought
call
you
no
was
names.
I thought
I ain't
you
gonna
was in
call no
Holland, West
names.
Virginia somewhere till I saw that light pole.
Oh no, sir.
Yeah,
I
they,
don't
they
I
ain't got no
don't
West
partake too much in West Virginia area.
they ain't got no electricity up there.
Oh, you horrible. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm
I bet
sorry.
you.
Now
I bet you. If I turn my back, this direction, there's a certain person that is in this chat, and that's gonna know exactly
In
where
the
I'm at.
chat or on the panel?
And he know who I'm talking to.
Oh, he
Oh,
must be at a
okay.
Bucky
All
turn
right.
somewhere.
around.
He know
All
who I'm
right.
talking
Turn
to.
around. Turn around. I know.
Will, you know where I'm at?
Yeah, get your ass to work. Get to work. Your
I
ass to
told
work.
y'all. I told y'all.
Get your in
I
the
told
goddamn parking lot. Trying to hide out in the tree line. That's just like
y'all.
hiding that you ain't instead of going like you the one hiding in the tree line instead of going in the motor pool and doing PMCS on Motor Mondays.
Oh no,
Get your
I
ass to
Oh
wasn't.
work.
Hey,
boy.
listen. I was the one that was down there. Hey, look, I was the soldier that went down there like, let's hurry up and do these daggone what these daggone inventory and all that kind of stuff so I can get up out of here. I wasn't trying
Right.
to I'm gonna tell you, I was a trifling soldier that would go back to his room and take his after we had our uniform inspection, I would go take my
Mm-hmm.
Christian uniform off and go put one old and wrinkle that was
Absolutely.
wrinkled. I
Hell
was that
yeah,
soldier.
absolutely. I would do that
Hey,
too.
hey, I used to go up, I used to get a creeper, go up under the truck and tie my hands up over something and go to sleep.
Trash.
Wow.
I ain't
He ain't
I
the
lying.
only.
never
Hey, he
I
I ain't
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 the
lying.
never
only
heard of
one.
that.
I
No,
ain't
yeah,
Hold
I've
on.
lying.
heard of that.
Are y'all serious?
The
I ain't
signal
lying.
soldiers.
Hey,
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 I'm gonna tell you right now, signal soldiers you can find them sleeping in almost any other. Look, I used to back in the day, back in the old MSC and all that kind of day. I used to go in the shelter and block the door, lean up against the radios.
Hey, listen, I would just go in the vault because I knew when nobody gonna come back there. I would just go in the
Yeah.
vault and just crack it. You know what I'm saying? And take me a nappy nap. Yeah. But
Nah,
I
we
hey, let me
in
try
the
to
hold
join this
on. In
conversation.
the
Okay, go ahead.
in the motorcade up under a 1-ton truck with your hands hand tied and go to sleep.
Hell
That's
yeah.
yeah.
crazy work.
Because you got to think,
That's
I'm
crazy.
Private Robinson. I've been drinking. It was Thursday night. It was Thursday night. It was $2 Thursday. I have been drinking. It's Friday morning. And
Tired.
you're supposed to
Oh,
be you to go up. We're supposed to be fixing faults on the trucks. So get a
right.
creeper, put on your overall, get on a creeper, creep up
Oh
under the truck,
God.
and then we had the creeper that would lift it up a little bit so that it lean up,
Yeah.
and then I tie my
Yeah.
hands up right there. So if any NCO walking down the line, they see goddamn
He
Private
think you on
Robinson,
there
and then
working.
they be like, hey, Robinson, hey, yeah, what you need? What you need, sir? What you need, sir? Sleep like a bitch under there.
Hey, I got honor
Sure,
cadet a couple times in ROTC.
ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I
No,
did
I'm trying to join the
4 years of
conversation somehow.
ROTC.
Look,
Yeah.
y'all went way
Hey,
left on. I'm trying to join back
you
in
feeling?
somehow.
Hey,
Hey,
CJ
hey,
over
but
here.
hold on.
CJ over here
Will,
feeling left out.
Yeah.
you hold on, Will. You was at Bragg around the time I was at Bragg. What was that
Uh-huh.
when you go straight out Bragg Boulevard behind the McDonald's? There was a
Oh,
club over
those.
there used to be called Houston City Limits. But then
Yeah.
right across the street, I think it was like an old Kmart or something. There was another club that was there. What do you remember the name of that
Oh
club?
my God. I can't remember.
Cause
Now I
Houston,
got to send out a mass text.
where Houston City Limits used to be an old movie theater. Used to be a movie theater before Houston City Limits cleared it out and made it into a club. It was right behind the McDonald's, but then right across the street to the right, if you on Bragg Boulevard, there was another club. One club we used to hit on Thursday, the other club we used to hit on Friday. NCO
see, that's
Club
what I'm
back on Post, we
saying.
used to hit on Saturday.
The stab and jab, baby. And so
Yeah.
I cannot
Yes,
remember.
sir.
Oh my God. That's probably why I was damn up
Hey
under that
y'all,
damn truck in the freeway.
I'm about to roll out Tony. I'm gonna go back and
All right.
do what Will told me to do. Go do some work.
Get
Security
Yeah.
your
guard looking for him.
get some work
Tell
done, man. Get some work
tell
done, man.
tell old Booze we say hello.
Yeah.
General Vine got
All
his
right, man.
General Vine cracking a whip on his ass.
For
Nah.
real.
He
Out there
nah.
out there
Hey,
moonlighting.
listen. I avoid going to Bethesda. I avoid that because that's where they be. That's where they be at most of the time now.
I
Him
got
and
you.
him and daggone the CEO.
Yep. All right, man.
No.
All right, man.
Hey, appreciate you for tapping in, old Nick. Though I appreciate it.
All right, Tony.
Yeah.
All right, man. Yeah. Yes,
Now I got to send out
sir.
a mass text to figure out what's the name of that damn club. Damn.
Yeah, it was right across the street. But anyway, hey fellas, y'all got any final things y'all want to say before we get up out of here?
Yeah, I do have one.
Okay.
I would like to share with the chat. Y'all heard what Luke Kuechly said about my beloved Cam Newton and referencing him to the Hall. I just want to share.
I'm
I
not gonna
share
do
his
it.
same sentiments.
I am not gonna do it.
I think that we should all consider Cam Newton's candidacy. I'd like to thank everyone for the all time. And I'd also like to say to Clark Kent and Superman, congratulations on getting into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Job well done, Luke.
Who?
Job well done. Luke.
Who? Who's okay? You said Clark Kent and Superman.
He don't get it, Will.
No, I don't get
Yeah.
it. What I'm missing?
So when Luke is hanging out with you as a normal person, that's Clark Kent. When you get on the field,
Got you.
that's Superman.
Yeah, got you. Well, when you said Superman, I thought you was trying to reference, trying to throw some slide in there and talking about Cam Newton.
See, I knew
I shouldn't have sent you. I shouldn't have sent you that link last night. I knew I shouldn't have.
You listen, sir.
Yeah.
Tell him,
bloody. God damn, tell him, bloody. Cam is not making the Hall of Fame. We know we're not gonna have this argument right now. I'm not gonna have this argument with you right now.
This is a friendship argument, y'all. That's gonna permeate for years to come. All right, I just want to let y'all know. A future Hall of Famer said it, not me. All right,
go ahead, CJ. What you got, dog?
I ain't gonna lie. I love Cam Newton to death, but yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Bloody. My thing is, if it took Roger Craig this long to make the Hall of Fame, I don't know if they're gonna put Cam in, dog.
I swear to God, y'all about to make this a whole 30, 45 minute extended show. I'm not. I done spent an hour and a half on the phone with Will talking about this last night. We done argued for the first time in our friendship. We had court. We held court last night. Like two lawyers pleading their case for about an hour.
Well, yeah, I mean, don't get mad at me. I agree with you.
No, I'm not mad. No, I'm not getting mad at you. I'm just telling you. See, he doing this on purpose. He's doing this on purpose, and I refuse to let him win. But I just want to let y'all know where this is stemming from. That's all.
Okay,
that's all.
Gotcha.
I thought I just would share with everyone that congratulate Luke and that I agree with Luke. That's all I said.
Okay.
I agree with Luke too, but I just don't think it's gonna happen. Yeah.
So
I agree with him
believe
too.
That you do believe that he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
you just think he won't get in.
He won't get in.
He should get into the Panthers Ring of Honor. Yes, he should.
No.
At the very least,
Well, he will go into the Ring of Honor, but what I'm saying is Cam Newton is a Hall of Famer. He will more than likely will not get in for various reasons, but
Yeah.
We are
he will.
not about to litigate that.
Okay,
Nope.
okay, okay.
Don't you even try it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So, so CJ, I'm gonna send you
Yes, sir.
the Hall of Fame criteria,
Yes, sir.
and
Oh
it'll
my
speak for
God,
itself.
dude,
I said
dude.
I just told Tony. I just said CJ. I would text it to him. That's all I said. Anyway, I'm
Yes, sir.
sorry,
Yes, sir,
y'all.
Captain Robinson.
I'm
Yes,
sorry.
sir.
Hey, I'm gonna get kicked off the panel. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna be
God
quiet.
Almighty. So here's my final takeaways for today. Carolina left Canton with
Tony,
3 clear conclusions.
I didn't get to finish mine, dog.
Oh, you go ahead, CJ. My bad. Go ahead,
Yes, well, thank you. Thank you very much. I thought it was a great game last night. I am fairly pleased with the offensive line and how they played, fairly disappointed in the defensive line and how they played. I hope it's just first game, type of thing. Our cornerbacks got torched. But preseason game, Panthers pulled out the win, and I'm done. Thank you for your time, sir.
Yeah. Hey, the poll that I had in the YouTube chat was what did Haynes King earn with his performance? 57% of you out of the 46 people that voted, 57% said a legitimate QB2 competition, 20% said more preseason snaps, 14% said one good game, prove it again, and 9% says a secure roster position. So I want to thank you all who participated in the poll. I greatly appreciate that. So my final takeaways is Carolina left Canton with 3 clear conclusions. First, Haynes King earned a larger and more meaningful evaluation. He did not win the backup job, but he changed the conversation. Second, Carolina offensive and special teams depth produced encouraging role evidence. Reed, Mechie, Horn, Dillon, Davis, and Prescorn all gave the coaching staff something worth testing again. Third, the defensive depth must respond. The missing starters provide context, but 425 yards, 24 completions on 29 quarterback attempts, and too many extended drives cannot simply be dismissed. The 33-30 score was the result. The real value is that Carolina now knows exactly where the next evaluation must begin. All right. So we can enjoy the finish without pretending one preseason game settled Carolina's roster. King gave the coaches evidence. The offensive depth gave them options. The defense gave them some questions. Now the standard is repetition. Can King produce the same command when the personnel improves? Can the offensive role players keep contributing when the competition becomes stronger? Can the reserve defense correct its communication, run fits, and pass rush problems? That is what the next preseason game has to answer. All right. Hey, if you enjoyed the conversation, hit the like button, subscribe to Unbiased Opinion Sports Talk, and share the show with another Panther fans. Before you leave, make sure you hit that like button on your way out. I'll greatly appreciate it. And keep the debate respectful when you have these conversations with anybody else. All right. Keep the facts first in everything that you do. All right. And as always, everybody, keep pounding.